Well, Mel, ain't nothing went on yet, cause I ain't said shit. Hey, 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 hey. What's going on? What's going on? Let me give a shout out to Baddie Keisha Nisi. My sister Mel is in the building. Nateria, Lori, Saya, Michelle, Self Love, Jessica. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happiest Sunday to each and every one of y'all. No matter what occurs, one thing we know, two things for sure, and one thing is for certain. We already know the Most High is oh so good. Period. So, what I would like to do, what I would like to do is welcome all of you in here and let you know that if you found yourself with me on this Sunday, you're a rock star, and I appreciate your support. Please do not forget to hit the like button if you do not mind. And shout out to StreamYard for adding our titles to the StreamYard. Because often, y'all, I go live and I don't forget my subject, but I'll forget my actual titles often. So it's nice to see it as a banner on top. So, you can kind of, uh, keep a note of that in your head. So I love you all. And today I want to get into a few things, if you don't mind. If at any point that you find that this live ain't for you, I will not take it personally. You know what I'm saying? All content ain't for all supporters, and I totally understand that. So if ever I'm up here kicking it about some things and you ever want to, be like, nah, this ain't my cup of tea today, I completely understand. You ain't even got to tell me. You could just catch me on the next one, and the love remains the same. You heard me? Um, I highly recommended your channel. That's the first time it asked me that. Wow. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. That means everything. Thank you. Hey, Zaylani. Hey, Miss Nell. Hey, appreciate it. Welcome in. Welcome in. Shout out to my beautiful mod in here. Thank you, Mel, for pulling up for me. Shout out to the members and the family. We are at 6 minutes, and I don't really want to waste too much of your time getting into it. So I'm going to get into it, okay? Because I'm not one that has to be battery packed to stand for the truth and stand against bullshit, I ain't get no permissions for this live. I ain't ask nobody how they feel about the live I'm about to do, okay? This was on my own thoughts and my own accord. One thing I am is I like to stand on it when it comes to being somebody that I don't stand behind capping. Okay. I don't care who you are in your life. I don't care what you have. I don't care if you ain't got shit. But what you will have is my respect if you stand on it. When you don't sugarcoat things. When you don't try to play off the crowd's top for a like, a share, a view, a cash out. When you don't front and play off people's tops because you want to stay in alignment somewhere that you may very well so belong. I sat on some things for about 2 days because I wanted to study it a little bit. I wanted to I wanted to analyze it, if you will. I wanted to analyze the viewers and also the speaker. That's exactly what I did. I also did my homework on the subject. So I hope nobody is upset with me for I will try not to really even drop names at the beginning of this live. If it comes to a point where anybody has something that they want to say, that's a part of this subject, that's on the inside of it. And they would like to, anybody want to open up those doors to give a greater point of view on it. If you know, then you will be welcomed to give your point of view on it. Um, Shout out, Sister Mel, period. Hey, Tammy. Hey. Hey, Lady E. Hello, Rebecca. Hello. Welcome. I'm feeling amazing, y'all. I rested all day yesterday, pretty much for the past 3 days. I've been in chill mode. Well, I'm always in chill mode, but I literally been, getting things done around my house, around my property, and spending a lot of time with my husband and my dog and my grandma, my sisters and mother, and those that just mean the world to me. Um it's been great. And I shall continue. However, shout out to spring is officially in the building. I see flowers in the yard starting to bloom. The grass is growing. The trees is coming back to life. I'm really excited about spring and summer approaching, and I hope it's going to be a good and safe one for all of us. Um, Oh yeah, Mel. I finally charged my other phone. I gotta give you my other number too. I finally seen your texts. I got the message, Pooh, and I will be answering if it's not answered here. Hey, kicking it with Carissa. Okay, we are at the 10-minute mark, which is usually where I like to begin my show. All right. Um, so that's what we're gonna do. I got my coffee, I'm wrapping up. I got my giggly bush right here. And I think we have everything we need. I got a little water right there. I think we all set. I'm gonna go ahead and sip the coffee twice and we'll get into our show. If you just got here, welcome in. If we can keep an eye out on the like button, if y'all can help me out. I haven't really been doing too much online, so I am going to set a goal today. I haven't been saying one or setting one for the past few days. I just been receiving, as usual, whatever anybody wants to donate. Today I will set a small super sticker goal of 10. If y'all can help me reach it, as we're getting close to, I don't know if today is what. Okay, we're getting to the end of March, and why not close out, just as good as we started it. So if anybody wants to donate to this live at any point, you're welcome to, and it ain't no pressure. But thank you in advance. All right, let's go. Now, hold up, gotta sip my coffee. This may very well end up being a two-part live. It may be a two-part live. Hey, D. Adams, let me open up the window. Let some fresh air in while I let some green air out. Hey, my lovely. Hey, Raya. Me and Raya, we go back like babies and pacifiers. Period. All right. Now, a couple of days ago, a content creator went live several times to explain something. If you can follow me, follow me. If you can't, hopefully before this live is over, maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't. But there'll be a reason why. If you end up in this live, hey, Miss Ducksworth, confused, Don't worry, you won't be any less confused than the ones who were present in that live, commenting as if they knew what the fuck was going on and they did not. All right, so do not be alarmed if you find yourself confused. I'll go ahead and explain to you. You may in advance know that. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, you probably will be confused. And why is because when people say back end shit should stay on the back end. Well, see, listen, not every conversation needs to be brought to the front end, right? If stuff is handled on the back end by all parties, there should be zero reason why somebody should be bringing bullshit to the front end. When you do that, when all other parties kept something towards the back and you bring something to the front, it's because you want to set off some breadcrumbs. You want to, you're doing it for your audience because your audience don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Why? Because you don't, you know it's crazy to bring it to the front, but you did anyway because you want people to be thinking, oh, who could you be talking about? What went on? But instead, you had a confused audience because you couldn't even give details on what happened because you had to use that time to cap. Okay. So this is why my audience is probably going to be a little confused too, but they will be less confused than your audience was. All right. I heard a lot of people in your audience calling motherfuckers liars. Oh, we'll get into it. Hey, Miss Bailey. Hey, this is a new me. I saw the reactions of the audience saying liars, just liars. Don't even know who the host was even talking about, which shows that you are a biased idiot. You're biased. You're already placing you. I watched as some of you so-called smart and God-powered folks pass judgment on people without even knowing the story or who the host was even talking about, yet you're calling them liars. I just want to start with the dumb stuff of it all. I don't just like to drop tea. I want you to listen. My tea ain't just for your audience and the views and stuff. It's so people can learn something. You can actually get smarter by learning how dumb you are. Let that make sense. Did you know that if you learn how dumb you are, it can actually make you smarter? If you really begin to understand how dumb you are, you might be smarter in the future. Hey, Miss Ross, love you. Now, I say all this to say this content creator, and I'm going to do this as swiftly as I can. So follow me if you will. This content creator went live like 2 days ago or so to tell her audience about some things that went on the back end recently. We ain't talking about no saga shit. This ain't saga related. This real talk right here. These are private conversations between the parties involved. This content creator actually came on live, capping like a motherfucker. She actually wanted her audience to think that she was talking about someone that she wasn't even talking about. And that's why her audience was putting their dumb comments down in the comment section because they wanted the content creator to be talking about who the content creator was eluding that they were talking about. Oh, everybody knew what they was doing. But newsflash, little itty bitty brains. The content creator was not speaking of who you guys wished that she was talking about. You wish she was probably talking about me. Am I lying or am I flying? Only the content creator wasn't talking about me. But since the audience is filled with a bunch of people who don't like me, they were happy to think that it was about me. Now, let's get into some of the content. Let's get into some of the context of what this content creator said. If you caught it, you caught it. It's still there. It's still there. It's still there from 2 days ago. It's still there. Thank you, Miss Annette. Thank you so much for stopping by and showing some love, beautiful. And I hope you are doing well, sweetheart. I hope you're having a very happy Sunday. Thank you so much. Hold on, guys. You saw it, Miss Lynn. Okay, thank you. I'm glad that somebody know what the fuck going on around here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. I don't want to sound like I'm coming out of like this is ghost content. You understand? Like this is phantom content. Okay. Thank you, Miss Lynn. That makes me feel better. Let me light this giggly bush. And again, I wasn't gonna speak on this, but nah, baby, you ain't about to put those, you ain't about to put that out there like that, baby. You're not about to do it. So this here was not my fight. It was none of my business. But what I will tell you is this content creator decided to make this that content directed. It was more than just the person you had your conversation with who were called bitches, who you was kind of subliminally dragging. You dragged all parties that you had the verbal conversation with, but you was also trying to slick drag other people in alignment with that person. I saw it and I caught it. But this is what we are going to speak about here. Hey, Keisha. I told y'all was going to say exactly what that person's audience said. They were lost and confused too. Don't worry. I totally get it. So, boom. The content creator who was speaking reached out to somebody, propositioning some things. Okay. I'm going to slow roll you on this part right here. Hey, Miss Fee, baby. A content creator reached out to another content creator about a proposition concerning their people. The content creator who reached out was associates of all parties. Personally, we're not talking about just here on these here YouTube streets. I'm talking about personally. Have been in contact with all parties in person. We're building some type of connection or kinship, friendship with personally. When you reached out, excuse me, good stuff. When the content creator reached out to the other content creator to proposition something, they didn't care about the friendship or the associateness that they were building with the other people. They had no thought of that. However, they did reach out and pretty much backdoor a fellow content creator. Now, the person who was contacted reached out to a content creator they had been already working with. I'm using the word content creator, even though this has nothing to do with content creation, okay? But all parties are content creators. So you have the contactor and you have the contacted, all right? The person who was the contactor reached out to the contacted, propositioned something, and then the person who was contacted reached out to their people to inform them what was going on. Now, this is business, first of all. This ain't no goofy bullshit on YouTube. This is business. This is business in people's personal lives, okay? Hey, Marissa, baby. This is business that ain't got shit to do with motherfucking YouTube. Nothing. So the contacted reached out to their people, let them know about the proposition, not in a malicious way, but just the let me keep you posted way. All right? This is business. Well, because the person who the contact did had reached out to let them know what was going on, that person had a certain kinship, if you will, with the contactor. So they reached out to the contactor and said, hey, the contact did let me know what was going on. And I was just trying to figure out, is everything good? Because, I do business with them. You know what I'm saying? I do business with them. So I'm just trying to see, what's going on or whatever. Now, so far, one, there's nothing wrong with propositions, right? There's nothing wrong with telling anybody about an opportunity they can have, if that's the case. There is also nothing wrong with a person who's being presented the opportunity to reach out to someone who's already working with them to let them know of the opportunity. Because in real business, which is what this is, there's a level of respect and there is a order of operations. So the person who was letting their people know, what was going on, they've done nothing wrong. They actually took the right step. Hey, Fruity Pebbles, and thank you, Nisi, for the super baby. Thank you. They took the proper steps. That person who was the one that was working with the contacted reached out to the contactor and said, hey, what's going on? Like I was telling y'all, what's going on with this? Is everything cool? You ain't trying to like backdoor me or nothing, is you? Now, instead of that person just saying, oh, I didn't know that you was working with this person. I didn't know that ain't what it was. I just was letting them know, if there was anything I can do to help them on their end, I will, but I ain't trying to backdoor you and all of that. It could have been left there. Hey, Ashley, baby. Hey, Becca, welcome in. But the contactor decided, instead of leaving the conversation on the back end between the parties who were involved, the contactor decided to go live 2 days ago to bring this to the public, calling people bitches, giving people you I wish you would say something about it. I wish you would say something about it. I air this bitch out. I shut this whole thing down, is what they said. I'm sorry. What are you talking about? You telling your public audience what you could shut down about some shit that happened on the back end that should not be any of the front end's business. But that's what you did 2 days ago, making it the public's business. Now you saying what you dare for somebody to say? That's weird shit. That's weird shit. I already told y'all was going to be just as confused as their audience because it wasn't meant to come on the front end. But what you're not going to do on the front end is cap like the person who contacted you is a bad person. That's what the fuck you did. That's what you did. That's what you did. You are acting like the person who contacted you did something wrong. Getting people all hyped up for nothing. Hyped up for nothing. I hope that helps. Trying to help y'all out down there. You over there getting people all hyped up for what? For what? Y'all ain't got to tell me you lost. I told y'all was gonna be lost. I know who ain't lost. I know who ain't lost. Them. They're not. They are not lost. I don't like no bullshit. I don't like that you sat there and you called this lady and said, now I believe what everybody's saying about you, that you messy and you this, that, and the third. You's a fucking lie. And that's how you ended up having people think that you was talking about someone you wasn't talking about, because that person does not have any type of reputation in this spectrum of being messy. Lynn, yes, Lynn know what the fuck going on. That person do not have a reputation for being fucking messy. And that's why I felt you was out here playing off my damn top. And you're playing off her top. If that person was messy, they would have did what your messy ass did. And that's bring something that could have stayed on the back end on the back end. And you brought the shit to the front end, trying to discombobulate your little audience and shit. All that shit you said on that person was a fucking lie. And then your dumb ass gonna say, oh, and you reaching out to me when you don't have nothing to do with the conversation. That person had everything to do with the conversation. And I do mean everything. That's why the contacted them, because they had everything to do with it. That's why I don't like no bullshitters and no cappers. Because the way you was up there trying to wordplay and switch all that shit around was beyond me. It was fucking beyond me. The way you was trying to describe this person was so opposite of what the internet knows about this person. You will not get you just not gonna be up here capping like that. Now, I don't fucking talk to your ass on no back end. So I'm letting your ass know on the front end that I saw what your ass did on the front end and you were fucking lying. Yet you had your audience in the chat calling them a liar. Them bitches ain't even know what the fuck was going on, just like my audience don't know what's going on, but bitch, you do. And Miss Lynn do. Miss Lynn know I ain't up here fucking capping on your top. And there's some other people that knows what the fuck is going on. I'm here to let you know that I know what the fuck is going on. That shit don't make no sense what you tried to pull. And I probably would have said something today that you pulled this shit 2 days ago. But the reason why I didn't is because one, it wasn't my fight. But two, I know you was still throwing subs towards me and other parties who were not involved. You didn't want to drop names in that live because you knew that the people who was in that audience, you ain't want to drop names because everybody did the right steps except you. Everybody took the right steps but you. Everybody reached out to all the right people except you. Except you. But you got your fucking people in your chat thinking your ass was up there doing some stand-up shit. No, you was up there lying. Meanwhile, you got your little bitches down there co-signing the fucking lies you're up there telling, and I don't fucking like it. I don't like it. You lied and said the person who called you ain't have shit to do with the conversation you had with the one you contacted. That is a fucking lie. If you gonna tell it all. If you gonna tell it all. You doing a whole lot of Swifty shit, and your ass is truly everywhere. You run around here truly acting like a pick me ass motherfucker, and I'm just gonna be honest with you. You running around here acting like a pick me. It's one of the very reasons why I don't fuck with you no more, cause you a pick me ass motherfucker. This shit ain't no damn YouTube shit. You brought it to YouTube. Them people sitting over there with they dumb asses co-signing your words and didn't even know what the fuck you were talking about. Cause you dumb. And I can't stand when a motherfucker, I can't stand when somebody be trying to use somebody for some clout chasing. When your own life don't reflect that that person has been too much help to you. You sit here offering somebody services when that person ain't even did shit to service you. You want to keep it hot? Y'all better stop capping within my earshot. That's what I do know. A motherfucker ain't did shit to elevate your life. But we clouting using people names and shit like they gonna give some service to somebody else that ain't even ever gave you no fucking service to better your fucking life. How you gonna use them to help better somebody else's? The fuck? Y'all gonna learn when it serves you best to just shut the fuck up. Then you be telling stories as if people wasn't there. Where was all these people that you named that you said was where you said they was at? Bitch, please. Bitch, please. They want to sit up here knowing you've been lying on people all weekend. And then want to act like you waiting on a blessing from God today. You want to clap for a blessing a day, but you've been lying on people. You done had that spirit of lying in you all weekend. Now on Sunday, people want to clap for the Lord. People want to have a hand out for a blessing, but been in the devil's spirit all weekend. Just like people want to pull up to drama first thing in the morning and then want to clap for the Lord. Weird business. Weird business. Y'all some weirdos. That's all I do know. Y'all some fucking weirdos, yo. For real. Hold on, fam. Weirdos. Shout out to you, Bria. Shout out to you. Period, Pooh. Yeah, everybody ain't oblivious to what's going on. I'm sorry for those who may be in the shadows right now of this topic, but everybody's not in the shadows. I know. Listen, that's good enough for me. Yep, exactly. Uh uh uh. I spend I spend Monday through Sunday avoiding as much sin as I can. I'm working on my potty mouth, but this ain't no Sunday situation. I don't show up for Sunday and gotta try not to lie for the Lord on a Sunday. I don't give 6 days a week to the devil and then want to reserve a Sunday for God. No, I'm who I am Monday through Sunday. That's the difference between me and y'all. Not y'all in the chat. Y'all, the y'alls know who I'm talking about. Uh-uh. I don't got Sunday reserved for God. I have as many days out the week reserved for God in every hour that I possibly can. Will I never be am I not a sinner? I am a sinner. Do I wake up wanting to hurt people, lie on people, take people away from where God put them, sneak blessings from under people's feet? No, that ain't how I operate Monday through Saturday. I'm me 7 days a week. I don't wake up on Sunday pretending for God because God knows exactly who I am. I don't sit and wait and try to figure out how not to sin on a Sunday. If you rock with God, then that's at the top of your head, regardless. We're not perfect. Some things will always be working on. But I never, ever could sit here and just spend 7 days a week, 6 days a week, and y'all don't even stop lying on Sundays. Weird behavior. You ain't no different on a Sunday than you are Monday through Saturday. The same issues that I have as a person Monday through Saturday don't disappear on Sunday. Stop pretending for God. For if you can manage being holier than thou on Sunday, then you should surely be able to manage it all the other 6 days of the week, or else you just faking on Sunday. That's how I feel about it. You don't do nothing but be fake for the Lord because you're going to go right back to lying. You're going to go right back to lying and trying to take from people on Monday. You're going to go right back to your daily commit, just your commitments to being able to mark off all 7 sins, break all 10 commandments Monday through Saturday. But then you want to pretend for God on Sundays. Weird behaviors. Weird behaviors. That's how I feel about it. Hold on, y'all. I need to sip some water. That's just the point of it all. Don't get up here capping and defecating on somebody's name because you got caught snaking just like that person thought you was. Because if you was really a homie, like, come on, you've been in the presence of these people in real life. And because you got caught sneaking and geeking, you want to get up here and try to throw some salt on somebody's name. I'm sorry. I'm not going to let it go down. I'm not going to let it go down. I ain't gonna let you do it. You spent the narrative knowing that shit was cap. Now I don't know who friend you out here, who you trying to impress, but baby, if you sitting up here got a lot of kicking, you might want to get some new friends. I could tell by the way your friends was reacting in your chat that they were assuming and they were assuming wrong. Sorry, champs, but that shit ain't had shit to do with the break room 411. But the break room 411 damn show heard the cap. Stop that weird behavior, ma'am. You got caught sneaking and geeking on the back end. How do I know you was snaking? It's because the words that you used when you contacted the one who was contacted. You was trying to throw salt on them then. Stop. Just stop. Cut it out. Don't be coming out here trying to, like, come on, man. You ain't even in the game or in the business. And you out here going live trying to cap like you really know what the fuck's going on out here. Stop it. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. Now, I do hope I don't got to revisit this with a part two, but I have no problem doing so. I have no problem laying it on the floor, ma'am. But I'm just going to tell you, you need to cut it out with the subliminals on your little community board and them cap ass 3 lives you did on 2 days ago. Especially the 18-minute long one. It was all cap. It was all cap. It was 18 motherfucking minutes of capping. Cut it out. That's how I feel about it. Cut it out. Sneaking and geeking and lying. Also, you can come up here with a damn story to tell. Cut it out. The only person who fucked up in that equation was you. You the only one who fucked it up in that equation. Go sit the fuck down somewhere. Real talk. You ain't one of the big boys. You are not one of the big boys. And neither is anybody from your audience. Buddy. A buddy. The hell you think you playing with? And the only reason why I am not dropping your name is not because I give two fucks about you or what the fuck you over there got, what you got going on. It's because I do give a fuck. about you lying on the parties that you was lying on, and you called everybody involved bitches. I fucking heard you. You got your audience calling that lady a liar, but the only person who been lying is you. And that's fucking it, and that's all. You better stop fucking running your mouth to impress an audience. It shouldn't be that deep, baby girl. Either they rocking and you rolling or they not. But you not gonna be out here trying to put some stank on somebody's name and have these here internet streets thinking you talking about people you not talking about. Sorry to disappoint your fucking stupid ass audience that thought you was talking about me. Now I might have been one of those that you directed one of those bitches to that you was calling a bitch in lieu of who you had the actual interaction with. But I wasn't it. I ain't been on no fucking back end talking about to you about shit. So please, for your little bitty brain audience, sorry to disappoint y'all. Because I sure seen one of y'all over there screaming out, liar, liar, liar. Well, I ain't see you because I got your ass blocked. But I definitely heard the host repeating what you were writing. And I just thought I would tell your fucking ass who you don't like me so bad, you just think everything somebody say about me. You think everything somebody say is about me. Sorry to disappoint you. I've yet to fuck anybody over on this here internet. That's all. I have yet to cross anybody on this internet. I have yet to play on anybody's top in this internet, in spite whatever the fucking haters would like people to believe. I wholeheartedly believe I'm one of the realest motherfuckers in this damn sector, and I don't need to be told it. I know that because I stand on it and I live by it. What I don't live by is running around here letting goofies do goofy shit. Now, going to my next order of business, because again, I ain't trying to start no shit, but I just be want motherfuckers to stand on what they stand on. I want you to do more than preach it. I want you to live by some of the things y'all out here preaching on. Everybody want to dissect everything except the right shit. Me, I'm only interested in the right shit. I don't care about petty shit, dumb shit. I care about people standing on business. Now, now listen, Linda. Again, I ain't gonna call no names. Cause at this point, everybody be knowing what the fuck going on around here. I ain't gonna call no names. I ain't gonna give you the clout. But listen, Linda. Somebody else been sounding a little crazy. Now I ain't coming for you. I ain't about to call you no name. I'm not about to roast you. None of that. I'm resting my roasting for the Big Bang Theory. You understand? I'm resting my roasting for right now. I'm not gonna roast you, but I am gonna say this. I don't know what makes people think having your post or your videos or whatever shared by any person in this damn YouTube streets. I don't care if it's, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's me, this person, that person. I don't care if it's listen, we are all regular ass people. Well, you know what I mean. Ain't nobody on here famous. All right, let's keep it hot. I could. We all not basic ass bitches, but ain't nobody on here famous Amos. All right. The fact that some of y'all is gloating about having your content shared by Brianna, Robert, or any fucking body else, I don't got shit to like against neither one of them people. I hope they living their best life. But I don't know what makes y'all think that that's some type of eighth wonder of the world. I'm not sure what makes y'all think that having your content shared by anybody on here is something to write home about. If anything, if you clapping and going crazy about that, it only shows how much beneath that person you see yourself as. If you ask me, it shows that you look at this person as something way higher than you even see yourself. If you think that shit is an accomplishment, y'all done let this internet have y'all on here clapping for the wrong shit. It got you on here really like y'all clapping for the wrong shit. What does that show? What does that mean? Then you got people running around here worried about who tearing down this person or that person. Who's really cool with who really standing behind this person or really support that person or this person. Meanwhile, what they do themselves don't really show support, does it? We sit here and say, that person don't fuck with you no more. They don't share your shit. So the fuck what? If it wasn't something that you wasn't trying to use to throw up in the other person's face, like I'm trying to understand this thing. People really on this here internet boasting about having a content shared by somebody. But because Brianna shared your stuff, what does that mean? Who cares? Who cares? What did it do for you? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. We really up here trying to prove who's a better supporter to this lady and who ain't. Hey, Miss Dee Dee, how you doing? Hey, Mama Three. Hey to anybody. Hey, J. Lou. Hey to everybody that's coming in. Welcome in. If I missed you, it was not on purpose. Hey, Miss Sonya Lacondis. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Miss Barbara. Welcome in, sweetheart. Hold on one second, babies. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. I don't know what she was talking about earlier. LOL. Don't worry, sis Nia. That's okay. I told y'all in the beginning, y'all would end up as confused as that person's audience was. But listen, that first part was because I wanted to let a whole asshole know I heard what the fuck going on, and a person better stop capping before some truths come out here. For some truths come out, before I get to run in my mouth. That's it. Before I set off some motherfucking fireworks in this mug. That's it. That's all. I wanted them to know they might want to pipe down before I start setting off fireworks. That's it. That's all. Um. So yeah, back to where I was. Thank you, Ashley. Right back to where I was. Yeah, bro, baby. Before I set off some fireworks. That's it. That's all. It was for them. It was for them. Um. And y'all know I love me some fireworks, child. In the middle of spring, child. I don't wait for nobody's 4th of July. You heard me? Mm-mm. Anywho, then back to my new lecture at hand. Like, I'm just confused on the hatred. I'm confused. Mama 3. I needed that laugh. Oh my God. I needed that one. I'm just confused on why people think having their shit shared by this. First of all, we gotta keep it high. It's really hard for me not to not use names. That shit be killing me, child. I'm just not used to it. It's just not part of standing on business. I don't like it, but I try to respect when different parties are involved or whatever. But this mob is really over here gloating about having some content shared by Brianna. That's weird to me. Like, for what? For why? For who? What does it do? What did it get you? Hey, Penny, I love you, girl. That other person was so happy Bree shared Joe post or their post. Like, that's weird to me. Like, child, bye. Hey, my cousin, how you doing? I love you, girl. I love you, girl. Good to see you. Yeah, baby, up here boasting about the littlest things, honey. It don't make no sense to me. And then all this commotion about somebody not fucking with somebody, like she don't fuck with this person or that person who Brianna don't fuck with no more. Who cares? Who cares? It's saying shit like, well, now this other person being recruited to do what the top dog couldn't do. Well, you was once one of those people that was going in on whoever and whatever, and people still going in on her. People still going in on her. So clearly what you did wasn't worth a fuck. You can't just say, oh, the top dog being her number one supporter, and clearly it ain't do shit if people still talking about her. Well, clearly, your involvement ain't do shit because now you're aligned with people that's talking about it. Am I lying or am I flying? You over there in direct alignment with people that drag her every day. But yet, wait, not you align with everybody that drag her, but talking like you the number one supporter, number one friend. Not that. Not you spent a year or whatever going in on people on their behalf and people still going in on us. So what did your influence do? What did your time kicking and windmilling do? When the same people said, fuck your kicking and windmilling. You ain't got nothing to say to them, but you got everything to say about folks that ain't doing none of that. Ain't nobody over here talking nothing bad about that lady. But that's your friend, though. You are the classified number one supporter of this person. Yet you are in direct alignment with those actually dragging her. Make it make sense, but you ain't got nothing to say because you afraid of losing your support that you ran to. You afraid? Just say you afraid. I ain't trying to get in no muds with nobody. I'm only a truth teller. I'm only a truth teller. That's it. That's all. I ain't digging in nobody's past. I don't care what you did in yonder year. I'm talking about the things of today. talking about the shit people say today, this week, this weekend. I ain't talking about 3 summers ago. I'm not back there. I'm talking about what the hell going on today. You want to sit here and discuss what a wonderful friend and supporter you are. Yet you can't even talk that big talk to those who doing exactly what you came in this shit to do. Stand behind your friend. But no, 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 no. You judging other people for what kind of friend they are or not. Your influence behind that person ain't do shit. Your windmilling ain't do shit. If anything, you ran off to be with the ones that's dragging this lady, but you still had a nerve to call yourself a friend. I am confused. The person that you trying to throw salt on for not being chosen, for not still being chosen or whatever, is still being more of a motherfucking friend to the person than you are. Than you are. That person don't sit amongst people that's dragging this lady. Uh-uh. I don't see nobody in that person's chat that be dragging this lady, and they're not even what friends anymore. But yet you still claiming to be their friend. But you cool with those that you cool with people dragging her that you are aligned with. But you worried about who was dragging her a year ago. You trying to avoid being direct with those around you by using yesteryear. You trying to replace what's happening now with yesteryear. Nah, talk about who dragging your friend now. Since the dragging of your friend is so important to you, since that's such a concern for you, talk about who dragging your friend now. If you go stand on it, stand tall on it. You want a windmill behind this, that, and the third. But when it comes to really showing that that's what you stand on, listen, Linda. Exactly. You can't be out here trying to literally you people out here dreaming about screwing people mans and shit and want to talk about who's a friend to who. What about those that were a friend to you? Fuck the other lady. What about those that was a friend to you? If we gonna talk about friendships, what about those that was a friend to you that you shitted on? Don't nobody ever want to talk about what the fuck is really real out here. I'm not afraid to speak the truth. I don't care how many buck tooth bitches anybody call me. I don't care about all that pulling up your background, trying to figure out something to embarrass somebody with 20. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm speaking on the here and now. I don't do shit to embarrass myself on these here YouTube streets since I've been in the YouTube streets. I can stick with what is happening on YouTube to for you to embarrass your damn self. I ain't none of that. Thank you, boss lady. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. If y'all would like to show some love and add to my 2 supers, I know it's the end of the month. I know, deals is due for a lot of us, so no pressure. But if anybody want to help me get to that 10 super sticker goal, because I don't think I met my goal in like a couple of days, and that's all good because when you've been getting blessed all month and just all the time, that ain't even about that. Sometimes y'all make up for it, y'all show so much love throughout that it's okay. You know, long as the love stays deep in the spirit. Period. Thank y'all. Now, what was we? Her excuses, everybody was dragging, all the kids mad at she said, yeah. Now we don't want to be specific though. Now is if all kids matter, then all kids matter. Somebody so-called dragging somebody's child, or you such a friend. But you want to drag and throw shade in every other direction except what you claiming you stand on. You say you stand on business. Well, go holler at whoever you feel is going against what you don't fuck with. But you don't want to do that though. Thank you, Miss Sonya. Thank you so much. Thank you to Sonya, Miss Nisi, and Miss Annette for the supers. I thank y'all so much for real. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. You ain't got to do it, but you do. Thank you so much. Shout out to you, Miss Boss Lady. Miss Boss Lady, you all right with me. You heard me? You all right with me. You heard me. Let me see. Hey, Miss Angela. Yeah, now her grandson matters and she needs a petition. Get the fuck out of here. That girl may be sick. Child. Yes. That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna pop shit where it's summoning your moral compass. Don't keep going back into yesteryear. Nobody gives a fuck about all that. You bringing up shit you ain't even doing nothing about. You bringing up stuff you ain't even stepping to. You up here talking about shit and people that ain't even saying really summoning you saying shit. You still worried about yesteryear. You got people right here that's talking to your friend, supposedly about your friend cheering, your friend man, all of this. But you worried about a post being shared. No, show your friend how much you care. Wasn't nobody speaking on nothing that had to do with you and your people. But you bringing up your people and what somebody said to you yesteryear. You damn sure shouldn't be worried about who the fuck said something to you on this side when this is the side you were disloyal to. You let them other folks run you all through there, but you want to hold this side for repeating the shit that side said about you. That's weird business. Y'all out here standing for a lot of shit, but what is you really standing on? I forgive the originators, but those who copy the carbon copies of the originators of my pain, oh nah, they gotta go to the grave with it. I gotta talk shit for a lifetime. For what? For what? Shit talk is shit talk. If one person said it and it's forgivable, then you sit here and literally name shit that people done did or said, and then on top of that, act like ain't nobody ever windmill for you. That's the part I also don't like. I was shitted on, and I did a whole lot of windmilling for that person. Them very people that person loves so much came from my jugular behind standing up for that person. Then we talk about how many. So I got this many subscribers since I left from there. You might have got 1,000 when you left, but you got two when you was there. You had 2K when you was there. If you gonna make it make sense, make it make sense. Now you want to gloat about the 1K. Nah, gloat about how that first started. Glow about how the people you shitted on is the reason your shit exists in the first place. Because we all know. We all know where your bread was buttered. We all know where your bread was buttered. Thank you, boss lady Colette. Boss lady said, I ain't gonna just promote it. I'm gonna stand on it. Now that's what you call standing on it. Thank you so much. Must be the flip flopper. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much for helping me get to my goal. Thank you, boss lady. Thank you, Ashley. I really appreciate y'all. You ain't gotta do it, but you do. Thank you so much. Yeah, like baby. No. Let's sit out here and get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Don't be fronting all your life. Don't keep coming out here on this here internet. Then we sit here and we want to act like victims and shit. We want to sit here, listen, twin, where have you been? Nobody loves me like you do. Nobody. I love you, Ash. Thank you, baby. Yeah, that's coward behavior, man. That's coward behavior. Stop pointing out yesteryear and point out what's in front of your face, but you don't want to because you don't want the smoke. You can't sit up here and talk like you friend of the year, but you sit amongst those that drag your friend and you cool with that. Oh, but they don't drag them over here. Well, I don't recall those that you went for there. Remember when you was windmilling for your friend, they weren't dragging her over there. It's CCs that didn't even know who the fuck you was till you started dragging them on your channel. But now you don't want to drag nobody on your channel all of a sudden. As long as they're not here doing it. Well, a lot of people ain't over there doing a whole lot of things you speak about so frequently. Hey, Miss Carla, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, actually, baby, I'm 2 away from my 10 super sticker goal, but you helping me get to it, baby. You helping me get to it. I ain't 2 over yet. I'm 4 down from being 2 over, but baby, you sure is helping me get to the goal. Hold on, Miss Lynn. Let me see. I gotta scroll up. Talk that talk, Tiff. Thank you, Miss Lynn. I actually had missed it. Thank you, Miss Lynn. I appreciate it, baby. I appreciate you. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Miss Boss Lady and Miss Saya, Miss Annette, Miss Nisi. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all the long way. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. Listen, a closed mouth don't get fed. You heard me? But yeah, now it's we don't. I long as they don't do it over here. Thank you, Miss Ashley. Thank you, Carla. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much for getting me to my goal. Shout out. Thank you so much. That's very, very sweet. Very sweet. Thank you so much. Y'all ain't have to do it, but listen, real families will come together to get it done. You heard me? Thank you so much, family. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm very grateful. But y'all, that shit is weird to me. Stop going live trying to chase down people that you already snap. Look at Ash. She said, I'm gonna get you over the mountain regardless. Thank you, Ash. Thank you. Gas station working in my ass. LOL. LOL. You crazy. Thank you, Ashley, for getting me over that mountain, man. Thank you. Hey, Miss Sharon. Hey, how are you? Thank you, baby. But yes, it makes no sense to sit up here and won't address the shit. Hey, here with Tree, good to see you. won't address the shit that can be getting addressed. If you gonna keep it real, keep it all the way real. Don't sit up here and shit. Ash said I'm gonna be true to the game. You know what I'm saying? You said you ain't new to the game, you true to the game. Shout out, baby girl. Thank you so much, Ash. Thank you, Miss Kimberly. Thank you. Y'all so sweet. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate y'all. You feel me? For real, for real. Family activated. You heard me. The family is activated down there. I love y'all so much. I love y'all so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love y'all. Real sweet. Real sweet. Thank y'all so much for real. Um, I love you too, baby. I love you too. Hey, I'm going to win. How are you, baby? But yeah, stand on your shit. And thank you again too, Kimberly. Thank you, baby. Stand on your shit. Don't keep getting out here trying to just go for this person juggler. Pop your shit about this, that, and the third. Pop your shit where your shit can be granted at. Ain't nobody over here trying to harm your friend or cause no confusion. I ain't gotta care for her, but I don't wish nothing, I don't not care for her either. She ain't done nothing to me. But you out here want to keep talking about who your friend is. Well, I can't tell. You sit here and you kiki with those that drag your friend. But ain't nobody had to come pop off in your chat all that time that you was dragging everybody behind your friend originally. But oh no, now, because you out of alignment with those who was really aligned with your friend, now you got new rules and new stipulations. Well, as long as you're not doing it here or there. Oh, I bet you did switch the rules up. Let's keep it hot. Cause if you was a truth teller like me, you wouldn't care about who gonna stand behind your truth or not. You would just tell it. You would just tell it. You be able to say, nah, I don't fuck with that shit. I don't like it. That's wrong. You would be able to tell whoever, but you can't and you want. So therefore, you try to recreate your narratives to fit where you at now. Tell the truth and shame the devil, but you can't. You can't shame the devil if you work for him. You can't shame the devil. Can we get the likes up, family? I know we got some ops in here. Y'all ain't got to be afraid of the like button, baby. It don't bite. And that's on the set. That's on the set. Like, you gotta keep it all the way real. Real ain't, hey, I'm gonna be real loud with this one. Then I'm gonna be real quiet when it comes to this one. Nah, say it with your chest, no matter who the hell it is. Absolutely, absolutely. But you know how I go. When people ain't aligned genuinely, they're only aligned for a specific cause, they'll let a whole lot of things slide. If you realize that, listen, when you trying to stay aligned with people just to prove a point, just to feel accepted, or just to not get pushed to the side. Hey, D Ham Show. Hey. Listen, when you trying to you nah, baby. I know bullshit when I see it. Ain't nobody gonna be out here playing with it. Stand on it or stand down. Stand on it or stand down. It's one or the other. You out here shitting on somebody else's name behind a friend, but you rocking with people that shits on your friend daily. And the same person that you coming down on, you was a bad. No, that's the real D Ham show 310. Not that the other D Ham. That is a real D Ham, but it's not that D Ham. Ghost, wake up. You dreaming. Ghost. Hey Antonio. Right, Miss Barbara. Then you sit here trying to make the person you feel Brianna don't fuck with no more look bad. But guess what? The person you trying to make look bad, you snaked. You snaking Brianna now by rolling with her ops. But then the person you trying to see as Brianna's op, you snaked. So what is we doing here? What is we doing here? You can't sit up here and it's a whole lot of things that people really need to hush, hush, just hush. Everybody want to talk about women being abused in an actual way and all this assault stuff, but then don't want to use your platform for nothing. Your whole community board is exploiting your own ex life. Put an S on the front of X. You mean tell me 1 minute you want to sit out here and be all God powered and talk about abuse and you want to talk about all this shit you stand on, but yet you use your community board to do nothing but talk about your actual escapades, how to get choked and all these different things. You want to exploit yourself, but then want protection from exploitation. You want to exploit your own self. Well, no wonder people ain't getting no type of trouble for what they did. Because that's the kind of shit you do to yourself. It explains a lot when we're not busy trying to not when we not so busy covering up for people and acting like we don't see what the hell going on. How you up here want to share your story 1 minute, but then exploit your own self the next? Clearly, this is just who you are. Got people riding around while you live with tricks. Tricks are listen. I ain't even gonna say that because now I'll leave that to the rabbit. But listen. Oh wait, I am the rabbit. Listen, Linda. Yeah, child, listen. And people want to talk about fucking being in finances and shit. The only thing that's getting financed is that producer. You heard me. That's it. That's all. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to talk no shit because that ain't really what I'm here for. But I don't like people that won't stand on it. I ain't afraid of nobody hitting no live button talking no shit when just talk shit with the truth. Call me all the buck two bitches you want to. Just put some truth behind it. Put some truth behind it. Don't talk my head off. The fuck? I don't like that. People just going around here trying to shit on people's reputation and character. But what character have you shown to judge anybody's character? What character have you shown? You can't even stand on business now. You want to throw subs at everybody who doing their best not to even be thinking about your ass. Let's face it, everybody is everybody's content. I'm really sick of hearing that shit too. Who ain't got content and who don't? Man, listen, everybody in this fucking damn sector talking about somebody else in this sector. Leave it alone. Shut the fuck up. What are we doing here? Everybody out here trying to do whatever they can to throw salt on somebody's marriage, my marriage, they marriage, everybody marriage. But it be everybody that ain't in one. That's why a lot of y'all don't have no respect for nobody's marriage. That's why y'all out here lying on people's husbands now. Multiple husbands been out here being lied on by people who ain't never had one or ain't got one currently. And if you did have one, you didn't respect the sacredness of your marriage. And that's on the set. You got people out here, listen, however babies get here is a beautiful thing. But the type of shit that y'all out here gloating about, you got people out here still coming for my womb, child. They almost want me to listen, Linda, because I'm not trying to disrespect nobody in my audience. But the only way I'm gonna come for your lifestyle is if you try to come for mine, baby. You can't make me feel bad about having a husband before I have children. You can't be hating on me because I don't care how old I got that you folks think that people stop having kids at the age of 40. Where they do that at? My sister just had a baby at 42. Why I gotta rush? Because everybody had kids as a teenager. Why I couldn't get to my bag and get to my forever man and have more than Section 8 food stamp cards and all of that, a whole leased life. I want my kids coming into the world where they automatically is born owning shit, okay? Not with their parents' debt and shit. My kids ain't gonna have to come in. If and when my kids come, they're gonna be coming not in wedlock. It is not a flex talking shit about some having a baby out of wedlock to somebody who's married. Then it be the same ones hollering, you can't have a baby if you want to, but I can have a husband if I want to. Well, why don't you then? Why don't you then? Why is it that we have more baby daddies than we have husbands running around here? Why do people think it's a flex to be chosen to bust off in, but not chosen to keep forever? Why do people think that is a flex? It's always the Oompa Loompa twins, baby. Both of them collectively on their walls. No, I don't want to have kids just to be on line arguing over snacks. No, 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 no. I'm not rushing to do that. If and when my kids get here, they will have plenty of snacks that I won't have to argue about the last bag of shit because I'm just big and hungry. Mm, mm-mm. I won't still be needing to borrow from my parents and whole live out here, a whole parent myself, still having to be taken care of by my parents. That's not the way I set my life up for. That's not how I set my life up for. Sorry. The first thing people don't tend to ask is, you don't know that everybody wants kids, first of all. Just like people with boyfriends claiming they don't want a husband. Then what you got a boyfriend for, baby? I don't want to be married. Then why you sitting over there shacking up like you is? Why you up there giving up the nanny every day? Being somebody concubine, acting like it's a flex to be this big old age and still just set up to be somebody's baby mama without the promise of a future. That ain't no flex, baby. Any man can get drunk and choose any woman to make a mistake in. A lot of y'all was just a young man's mistake. Mama three, I ain't looking for. Listen, baby, I'm not looking for my own kids. I'm damn sure not looking for nobody else's. With all due respect, now I love children, but what's meant for me gonna be for me regardless. My ovaries and my marriage ain't based on no internet, baby. But I do love the kids and I love yours. But baby, I'm not looking for mine, so I'm not looking for nobody else's either. Now the internet looking for my mama three, but I'm not. I'm not. Mm. Now you can drop them off. They can come hang with Auntie Tiff to give. Now I takes good care of them. I done raised a whole lot of them. Now listen, and you got some beautiful ones. You know what I'm saying? You got some beautiful children. But now I ain't looking for nobody kids, baby. Uh uh. Ain't nobody on this internet ask me how fast I might hop up after you know what. You don't ask me if I'm laying down with my feet in the air afterwards or if I'm hopping up. Like, uh. Now, I ain't hurting the situation, but you ain't asked me if I was helping the situation either. You ain't asked me no questions, run around here all up in my belly for. The only person belong in my belly is the person who can get in my belly, okay? And I'm married, so I can talk like that. Child, ain't no women folks up in there. Uh-uh. When he go in, I don't see none of y'all coming out. There ain't no reason to be up there worried about it. It just ain't. But trying to throw that in my face as if it's a flex, baby. It's not. It's not. It ain't. Being a man's drunken mistake ain't a flex. It's not a flex. Getting on this internet shouting out that you done let somebody all up in you, letting off all up in you without the promise of shit ain't a flex. Shacking up with somebody but saying you don't want a husband, signing up to be some man's concubine is not a flex. Letting somebody all up in your house around your children without the promise that they are going to be a forever father figure in your child's life. That ain't how I was raised to do. Okay. I wasn't raised for that. I wasn't raised to be a concubine, shacking up without the promise of nothing, giving up the cookies before you pour a glass of milk. Uh-uh. You don't know my story for you to be telling it as some way you think you're going to be throwing digs at me, baby. You don't know what I want in life. But I know you got to be half retarded to want to shack up and call somebody your boyfriend, but then say you don't want a husband. That's weird. It ain't nothing wrong with being a girlfriend and not wanting to be married. But all it should tell you is that what you want in life or what you have in life might not be what I wanted to get in life. You can't use what you don't know about me to hurt me. But the same way you throwing digs of, oh, she married and ain't got no kids. Girl, I'm not 65 years old. I'm 40, 41, excuse me. I'm not 65 years old. My eggs are very safe. Okay? They very, very safe. They very, very safe. Child, yes, honey. Mm-mm. You got to ask a person what they want before you can laugh about them not having it. You got to ask them what they want, what their plans are in life. A child, having children is a wonderful accomplishment. Being a mother and a parent is a wonderful thing. But to me, when you coming for somebody's neck, if that's the only thing you have to throw in somebody's face, which is something that is either that person's decision as along with God's. See, you can control being a loser, but you don't. You can control not having to rely on your parents and grandparents and this, that, and the third to put the bill of your life at this grown ass age. What do you have to flex about? Hmm? What do you have to flex about? You found out that somebody found you decent enough to probably get drunk and lay up with you for a night. Probably ain't seen the motherfuckers since. You can't sit in a place acting like you that shit because somebody put a baby in you but didn't stay with you. You can't flex with me on that. I'm sorry. You can't do it. Raw dogging without a ring is not a flex. In case somebody ain't tell some of you ladies. Now, I'm not in your boudoir, all up in your business, but when you want to throw shots, just know telling this here internet that you was young, raw dogging ain't a flex. Reminding the internet that you got a bunch of kids, one or a bunch of kids, and ain't with not now one of the baby daddies is not a flex. Having multiple baby daddies ain't a flex. Not when you're talking shit to me. Sorry. Period, Pooh. People like to reach there because what they can't say, I don't have, makes them jealous. Nobody gives a fuck about no damn kids I ain't had yet. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. I'm in my 4-bedroom crib doing grown folk business all over this motherfucker. I ain't gotta wait for nobody to go night night. I ain't gotta wait for no babysitters when I want to go out and do nothing. That's the life I wanted to live. I didn't set my life up to be a single mom on the internet gloating about being a single mom. That's not what was set up for me. Kids don't choose their parents. The liquids do. I live a chosen life, chosen by my husband, chosen by God, chosen by these supporters. I like to be chosen just as much as I like to choose. You know, some people are the chosen ones and some aren't. I don't want to shack up just to say I'm shacking up. And I ain't never shacked up without the promise in the near future. You ain't gonna string me along for 17 years and shit. Hell. But see, when you really, really chosen, a good man, which is what I got, not no scraggler. Baby. When you chosen by a good man, baby, that's something real, real special. When the one that chooses you is the one that you choosing. Before listen, little, when it's an equal choosing, I'm telling you, that shit is the shit. I give you some shit to flex on. Now, as a wrap-up situation, hold up. What cousin talking about? Oh, okay, cuz. Okay. Shout out to you, cousin. I'm proud of you too. And I am happy about it. Yes, baby. You better talk about it, child. I don't walk down that aisle twice, child. I had a church wedding and an outside wedding. But guess what? Y'all don't hear me gloating on the fact that I've been married twice. Y'all hear me gloating on the fact that I am in a happy marriage. It ain't getting married. That's the big whoop. Oh, I know, and I'm on my way. Trust and believe me. My notification bell just went off, baby. So you better believe I'm wrapping up, hunty. I am wrapping up. So I can pop my shit all in the comment section. Trust and believe me. I'm on the way. Those are the baddest car babies I ever seen. Period, boo. Period. But my thing is like, hey, listen, we live in two different lives, baby, and you don't seem to be very happy with your life with your child or your life with your children. You don't seem very satisfied if you over here all up in my womb, all up in my overraised, baby. Boo boo. But yeah, the one that's about to be fried now, back to my second subject that I'm gonna wrap up. Yeah, you need to sit down and stand on business. Okay. That's what you need to do. That's how I'm gonna wrap this show up is by saying, you need to stop acting like you acting, honey. You need to grow up and you need to start showing something better that all you have is a bad body, honey. Like, I don't know how far you think that's going to get you with some substance, but baby, anybody can buy a bad body, but you're not showing people nothing. You're not showing people shit. Okay? That's what the truth is. You try to make yourself feel more relevant than you are. It's a lot of y'all talk a whole lot of shit, but you're not happy with what your life is, or you wouldn't be up here having to sugarcoat your raggedy ass lives every day on this here internet. You talk a lot, but you ain't showing shit. but the same old bullshit day after day, talking the same bullshit day after day. I love you, Mina, baby. Y'all need to grow the fuck up. Y'all worried about everybody that you don't want to be aligned with. Play with your little friends and be happy. Stop trying to sit over here and uh uh prove whatever you just not proving. Seriously, cut it out. Everybody claiming to be so happy and to be in such these great places. Well, what the fuck you keep looking over the fence for? What you keep lying about people over the fence for? Stop lying. Stop capping. Stop worrying about it. If it was some big shit going on over there, it wouldn't be nothing to see over here. Like, for real. I don't get it. Yeah, it's too much capping on these streets, man. Hey, Shawan. Hey to all my beautiful family. I love y'all. Oh, I sure am, brown eyes. I sure am. This live will stay up, hunty. This live will stay up. But yeah, they hate they can't get in the fence. Yeah, stay where you at. I don't understand why people not on across. Listen, I don't understand why people that's so happy about choosing to not be around here or over wherever is still focused on what's going on over here. Still bothered by shit from people over here. Folks be over here chilling. The truth don't bother me. This YouTube truth shit don't bother me. It don't bother me. This shit bother y'all because y'all come out here lying and crying every day and get mad when somebody tell the truth about cats and dogs. Don't get mad, get glad, get some damn understanding, if you will. Don't come out here being a goofy because you know that you doing some goofy shit, standing behind some goofy ass people. And now you all over the place. Some of y'all don't even realize how much we see y'all all over the place. You ain't even happy where you at. You bothered. Because if you wasn't bothered by where you at, you wouldn't be caring about what nobody is doing. You wouldn't keep looking in your damn rearview mirror. What you keep looking in your rearview mirror for? Why'd you bother by what's back there? Since that's where everybody claim they leave everything, leave it the fuck back there and go be happy. Why everybody still worried about tomorrow? Hey, Gloria, period, Pooh, period, Miss Gloria. Then everybody want to prove everything except you see I Tip don't listen. People want to run out here trying to prove everything until it comes to prove their own shit. Then it's no, I ain't nope, I ain't gotta do that. I ain't gotta do that. Well, you seem to want to gotta do every damn thing else. Wanna gotta do. Yes, I said it. It's a new thing over here. You seem to wanna gotta do everything else. Like, cut it the fuck out. Stand on it or go sit down. That's it. That's all. Sitting out here picking and choose what to give a fuck about. No. Either say these the only people I give a fuck about, but don't say I care about this cause or this situation when you don't. You only fretting. Then y'all get aligned with shit. Y'all around here get aligned with bullshit and then sit here and get mad at yourself for your own damn choices and then try to find ways to make your fucked up choices look good. Go stand on it. Ain't nobody worried about it. And please stop thinking every loss is a loss around here. Child, bye. Go be happy. Go be happy with your decisions. Stop getting on this here internet crying over yesteryear. The fuck? Every day, somebody up here talking about what content they got, what direction they trying to go in, but still got your eyes in the direction of somebody that left your ass go where you want to go and let your ass continue your journey backwards. The fuck? Ain't nobody over here looking back at shit. No. What's done is done. What's gone is gone. Shouldn't nobody still be running around here needing no fucking box of tissue and no Kleenex for yesteryear? The fuck? Now, on that note, this is my 2 hour live. Yeah, out here being foolish, sitting up here fighting all your life over a motherfucker you don't know, but you would do all that fighting. But now that you over somewhere else, now all of a sudden it's a particular way people got to be fighting and talking shit. Child, bye, making a complete fool of herself. She afraid to be in that skin. She ain't built body, but evil ass. Absolutely, Miss Sherry, and that's on the set. That's on the set. Like up here, then already proved you wanted what somebody else got. You already done proved it when you lied and said you had something to somebody's that you never had, but that's because you always wanted it, boo. Jealousy is out here ringing bells in these streets, baby. The jealousy is out here ringing bells in these streets. People mad about the support people got. People mad about the lifestyles people got because everybody ain't got to be on here faking it till they make it. Now, you ain't got to tell the internet all your damn business just because they want to know it. But motherfuckers ain't up here faking their whole damn life behind no damn screens like a whole lot of people do it. Everybody quick to want to show and tell somebody else shit, but want to be real quiet and real shadowy when it comes to your own lifestyles, when it comes to your own homes, when it comes to your own backgrounds, when it comes to your own shit in life that you ain't make a motherfucking thing of. Ain't make shit of your life. And these old ages ain't got shit but a basic ass college student's life. It's a bitch that was under somebody's comment yesterday gonna tell a person who done outgrown all these people, you still got the same views and this, that, and the third, and other people done grew. They weren't talking to me, they was talking to somebody else. However, that person done outgrew all these motherfuckers and came in after a lot of these people. This person is doing better in subscribers, views, and in the bag. But you coming over here giving advice, talking about you should be growing more than that. Listen, Linda, when you got the viewers that's gonna help you get to your bag, the fuck if you need oh. Y'all understand money, but y'all think the bag only come from them views. Nobody gives a fuck about that when you got the right viewers. When you got the right viewers, y'all don't know what y'all want people to do. When like for real, everybody don't gotta run it up the same. Some people might be running it up in ads. Some people might be running it up with support. What the fuck is it to you? Long as the content creator happy, what do you care for? Fuck. Up here spinning all day trying to find a lot of spin. Child, spin your ass the fuck up out of here and leave folks the fuck alone. Child, bye. All up worrying about what people doing on their pages, what people talking about, what somebody's shit look like, what somebody. Child, go get a fucking life. For real, for real. Sitting up here thinking it's a flex to be booted away. Don't so just what? It be the most shittiest friends be on this motherfucker talking about bad friends and shit, bad people, bad characters. Man, please miss me with it. I love y'all. Let's go. Yeah, what's up? Is that why you got a lot, Craig? Right, 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 cousin. Out here capping and lying for free 99. Mm, 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 mm. But thank you, Miss Gloria. Thank you so much, my beautiful friend. Let me see. Is Miss Amore got started yet? I know she got a hell of an intro. I'm not about to play it on mine. I just wanted to know if it had started yet. Let me go ahead and hit the like button. Let's see. Lord have mercy. Hold on, guys. Okay. Thank you, Miss Gloria. Thank you so much for blessing me. Thank you so much. And I'm a let me see. I'm trying to make sure I done said all I needed to say on this Sunday. And I dropped the link if anybody have anything to add to the three subjects that I spoke on today. You are welcome to. This live was on liars and cappers. Hmm. Anybody see some lying and capping on these YouTube streets? You are more than welcome. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, cousin. It was three instead of two. Wait, you might be right. The two. Yeah, it was two. You right, Mel. Mel, you've been paying attention in class. You was paying attention in classes. It was two. Hmm. Oh, no. It was three. Because I talked about the Oompa Loompa twins too. Coming from my womb every day. Tiff, you coming back, sis? Um, my bad, Miss Didi. I had to get that gummy down. I'm eating these twin sour snakes. Yes. I don't know. Damn, who's the first one? Wibble Wobble, yep. I talked about Weeble Wobble, and then I talked about the fish, and then I talked about the Oompa Loompas. Dry up and get ready for a cubicle tomorrow. Stop that damn crying. Great live break room. Thank you, beautiful Sherry. Thank you for that super. Thank you so much. This is my last gummy, y'all. I done ate them all. Who's Weeble Wobble? Cousin Miss Dee Dee asked who Weeble Wobble was. I'll let cousin answer that if she chooses to. I, I can't unsee it now. I cannot unsee it. Oh my goodness. But thank you so much for blessing me, baby girl. But anywho, it seems like the ones who want to wear them crowns seek the most attention. Period. Period. You ain't telling no tales. You ain't telling no tales. Cousin, you got anything you want to come up and add to? You always have you always have some jewels to drop. Unless of course you busy. But yes, anybody want this opportunity? Got something to say as far as the wound killers are concerned. The
Can you hear me? Because I
I
had you hooked up to my Bluetooth.
oh yes, I can hear you, and I didn't want to
Okay.
put you on the spot if you was busy, but
Yeah, I mean,
I
I'm, I'm doing my little thing right now, but I came up here. Not, nah, I ain't gonna be up here, that long. But I just want to tell everybody hello, happy Sunday, and I'm gonna go watch the replay. That's gonna help me move a little bit faster. Also, it's just funny to me. Like I said, it seemed like those people who carry that title, that crown title in front of their name, is the ones who seen the most attention. I just looked at all of them and like, damn, they all attention seekers, right? But my thing of it is, if you say that you're so professional, because actually all of them who carry this crown say they all professional, right? All of them. All of them are saying that they're so professional.
cuz cuz
Hmm?
cuz oh, I was just telling you to keep talking. I'm muting real quick while I'm talking to my husband for just a second.
Oh, okay, go ahead. But it seems like if you're so professional, I just feel like it's always a way that professional people would handle themselves. So basically, if you're on here and you say you handle yourself professional, and I'm looking at my cousin's title and it says stuff like the back end and things of that nature. If you're handling things on the back end, why would you bring it to the front end? If you wasn't trying to get attention, why would you bring what you discuss on the back end on the front end? Like all of us can really do it because I'm pretty sure everybody's don't have a backhand conversation or a back end conversation with somebody. You get what I mean? And if you're intelligent and you make these six-figure salaries and you're professional and you have your own company and your own business, but everything that you discuss or because you feel a way about what was discussed on the back end, you have to bring it to the front end. But say you're not messy, but say you not trying to gain clout, but say you not, I mean, I'm just trying to see if anybody's understanding where I'm coming from in the chat, because I feel like, even, when we don't associate with certain someone's, we don't have to bring what we discuss on the back end to the front end with that person. That person know who they is. They know who they are without us even speaking it. You get what I'm saying? And I just feel like for you to have to do that, you trying to gain attention. because you're not getting enough of it. Either in your personal life or either at home. You're not getting enough of it. So because you're not getting the attention you need, you are an attention seeker. You know what I'm saying? Or you're trying to gain attention because you're lacking it in your personal life. So that's probably where all this is probably coming from. And I just don't like I'm just never going to get on here and pretend to be something that I'm not. You know what I'm saying? The same thing I say to you, I can say to someone else. The same thing I say to you on the back end, I can say it to you again. And I just feel like, in order, and then the lies. That's what I don't like. I don't like a liar. I don't. I have a problem with people lying about what they can do and how, how they moving. You know what I'm saying? How they moving. That's
Exactly. Exactly.
that's my thing, and I
And
just want.
do you do agree that when somebody brings something to the from the back end to the front, that when all parties are on the back end and have communicated on the back end, you do think that it's like it's crazy to bring something to the front, right? That didn't, the whole thing taking place somewhere else. Why why replace it, if that makes any sense? Why
Yeah,
put what's in a confined box and let it out the box, and start to kind of create a domino effect of sorts? It
exactly.
seems malicious.
Yeah, to me, I just feel like once again, in your personal life, you're not getting enough attention. So this internet here is helping you get the attention that you're seeking from your personal life outside of this. You get if that makes any sense. So you really don't have that much motion going on the outside. You want to look like you got the motion going on the outside, but in order for you to do that, and you say you are who you are, you wouldn't need all that, if that makes any sense. Because I never
Hmm.
have to hit a live button about a conversation that I have on the back end. A couple of people don't did it to us, but we don't have to hit the live button about conversation that we had on the back end that maybe we might have not felt so good about. You get what I mean? So it's just those type of people that be tripping me out. But y'all say y'all make the six-figure salaries, or y'all say y'all have this, and y'all say y'all have that, and y'all moving this way, y'all moving this way. But y'all be so quick to run on the front end because you feel away. Because as a woman, I don't always have to agree with you, cousin. You know what I'm saying? I don't always have to agree
Right.
with you. But if we're discussing something on the back end and I don't agree, I know we're going to get off that conversation with us having an understanding, even if we don't agree.
Yes,
You get what I'm saying? Even if I hang up the
absolutely.
phone, or even if you hang up the phone and you still like, I still feel away, but I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I would never have to hit a live button and say, you know what? I don't like what was said to me and blah, blah, blah on the back end. You,
Hmm.
you feel what I'm saying? And I just feel like,
Exactly.
a lot of people don't have that type of maturity, is what I'm saying. You say you mature,
Absolutely.
but for you to have to run to the front end about a back end conversation, let me know where your mindset is, where your headspace is.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying? You're
Yep.
not. You're not. We're not rolling. We're not running in the same boat. I just
And
move
using
accordingly.
wordplay to allude to certain things based on your audience is bullshit.
Right. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not, I don't work like that. I don't operate like that. I mean, everybody don't operate like that. They feel like they need the attention. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that much attention. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that much attention to where I'm gonna be ratting you out about our backhand conversation to no front end. I'm never gonna say that. I'm never gonna allude to that. And I always feel like if you need to say something and you want to address something, address it with that person. Yeah,
Hmm.
everybody out here we throw subs. And mainly if we get sub because we know we probably getting sub, we'll probably sub back. But I don't mind addressing it if you label it. If I feel like it need to be
Exactly.
addressing, if I feel like it need to be addressing and you call my name out, I'm gonna address you. Who is you? is how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then people have and I guess I'm just gonna speak for myself, and I'm not gonna really speak for my sister Mina, because we do run in a duo. You know what I mean? So everybody always say that. However, I know that she's gonna agree with me with this piece right here. I just feel like as a woman, as a woman, if I'm coming to you with respect and I'm just asking you a question, why would you not try to understand my take on where I'm going with that? If you wasn't guilty on anything that I'm saying to you behind the scenes, why would you have to run to the internet? If that makes
Preach.
any sense. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. If you was a woman and we supposed to be on the same, we all, and this is what I want to say, because I had lost my train of thought here. Because you talked to me, and just say for instance, I met you, right, cousin?
Right.
We ran up like we was family. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just our energy and our vibe with each other, right? I didn't
Right.
leave there. I didn't leave there looking at you and saying, yeah, but I see she thinks she better than a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I didn't leave that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even feel that. You get what I'm saying? So because of the way I talk and the way that you talk, I'm never going to think that you're better than me. I'm going to think that she's relatable. I can be in the same space as her and not be intimidated. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes.
So because of the way I talk, because I handle business the way I handle business, and you really don't know me. So what would give you the assumption for you to assume that you think that I'm better than you?
Mm-hmm.
If that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I hear that thrown around a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody better than nobody. You think you a goody two shoes? No, you think I'm a goody two shoes. Thank
Well,
you for
I'll
thinking
say
that.
this: when it comes to people saying that, in some cases, motherfuckers be right. Sometimes when people say you think you better than me, there's people I will gladly say, and I am, I do, and I am, because when you and I say that because for real, because when you strip away what really counts about a person, the things that we have in life is not what makes us good or bad or better or not. It's what we have inside of us. It's what we have in our moral compass. It's what
Right,
we stand up for. It's what we believe in that makes it the choice to be better or not.
right.
If I don't lie on people and I think that lying is not a part of my moral compass, then yes, I'm going to think I'm better than you because you think lying is okay. It's wrong.
Exactly.
People
Exactly.
get in
It's way
trouble.
wrong.
Yes, I know people who have done a lot of time in prisons and jails behind people being liars. I know
Yeah.
people who have had their relationships ended because of a hater lying.
Mm-hmm.
Lying
Mm-hmm.
can ruin lives.
Yeah. Yeah. And it
As
does.
just
That's my
and
thing.
just as an example, if you steal from people or you try to take what isn't yours, try to make people look bad and all this crazy shit, I am going to think I'm better than you. It ain't about what car I drive that makes me better than you. It ain't the size of my house. I could be a not shit person in a mansion.
Right. Right. Right.
But that ain't what that is, baby. I could drive the baddest 2025 and be not shit. But what you got around you? What do you have in you?
Exactly. Exactly. And it's a
And
lot of
then you
people
got
on here
people
flossing,
who,
flogging, what we used to call them.
yes,
Flogging. Pretenders. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because if anybody been watching me from the beginning, they know that I have never changed. I've been the same person. I've been the same person.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But it is like when you get into other people's presence, or you start getting attention, now you have to put on like you that person. That's what bothers
yeah,
me. You get what I'm saying? That's what bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Now that you've gained a little clout that you gained, now you have to put on for the people because you came out here bogus in the first place. You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? So if you have to lie about who you are, just imagine how your real life is.
Mm,
Just
mm.
imagine. You know what I'm
And
saying?
if you gotta lie, so what cracks me up, cuz, is people lie to people who should not matter. You know what I'm saying? First of all, nothing should make you be a liar. But people, I know you a petty person if you will get out here and lie on the pettiest of shit, the littlest shit, things that don't
Yeah.
even matter.
Yeah.
And it will bring a lie, like lying thoughts from outside your head to out here on these internet streets. That's
Exactly.
weird.
Exactly. Exactly. And then when someone check you on the lie, you turn it around into another lie. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, instead of you correcting the lie, which I say y'all do all the time, which I don't really see, but y'all say y'all do it all the time. Y'all gonna correct the lie. Y'all get out here and continue on lying. Like, what sense does that make
Continue.
either? You get what I'm
And
saying? That don't
applied
make
it.
no sense. Yeah, that don't make no sense either. And it's like, if I address you about something and we on the back end addressing it, I'm never going to come to the front end and address it. For what? If we handled it
Mhm.
on the back end. If we've already handled the situation, why would I have to go live, or why would I have to push the live button? See, me and Mina have this system going on. Like, if she know I feel away, I call her. She may talk me out the ledge, and I'd be like, okay, you right. Sometimes
Yeah.
she go, she had to call me and say, okay, I'm trying to get you to talk me out the ledge. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a process of thinking. And that's the
Yep.
thing, that's the problem. People don't think before they react. And I see that a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because they have that option to hit the live button, because they have their own platforms, they
Yep.
have that option to think, but they don't want to because they need the attention. That's how I see it. Because if you didn't need the attention, you wouldn't have the necessary need to hit your live button and
Yep.
then continue a lie. You get what I'm saying? When it's already been addressed to you personally. You
To
get what I
you
mean?
personally.
I could see
You
if
ain't
no one addressed you and you hit the live button, and you felt the way about something. But if I call you or talk to you on the back end and we've already addressed it, why do we have to address it again on the live?
come through.
That's all I'm
Come through.
That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? That means you felt a way. And maybe you felt a way all the time about me. You feel what I'm saying? You already felt a way about
Hmm.
me. You felt this way. You've been feeling this way. Or you wouldn't have had a need. If it didn't bother you, if I wasn't a non-factor to you, you wouldn't have had a need to hit a live button. If I was
Period.
such a non-factor. If I was a non-factor,
Period.
what I said wouldn't have bothered you so much for you to be hitting the live button. How about that?
Hmm.
That's what I
Period.
see. That's what I see.
Yeah, and definitely not to come on capping. What I don't like, and I mentioned this earlier, is to see people not know was you brought something that people knew nothing about to the forefront, had a lot of people confused, but it showed how stupid they were because I saw people amening and joining in without even knowing what the fuck the person was talking about.
Talking about. Yeah. I
They
don't
were
like that
making a
either.
judgment. They were making
Yeah.
a fucking judgment on the person and calling the person liars and this, that, and the third, and didn't even know who the fuck was being talked about. That's how you
Just
know you
assuming.
just,
Yeah.
yep, you reaching because your anger is somewhere. You hoping that the anger someone else or the bullshit someone spewing out on somebody is to the person your ass ain't liking.
Exactly. And you don't even know who that person talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Or maybe you do.
Lame.
You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, you know what I'm saying? You just
Absolutely
assuming.
don't. But and how I know is because of the wordplay. That person was adding a whole lot of fluff to make it seem like it could be this person or that person because the person who was actually being spoken on does not have the reputation that was being described in that motherfucking live. They don't have a reputation as being messy, but that's
And
how they were
I know that.
described.
But I know that. You know what I'm saying? You know I know that. You know what I'm saying? I
That
know the
person
person.
said, now I see what y'all was saying about that person and how they can't be trusted. You're a fucking liar. That has never been said about that person.
Ever.
A fucking liar.
Exactly. Because we don't never
That's
have,
why I don't like
and I'm
that shit.
speaking for, yeah, and I'm speaking for super fans, period. We don't have a problem with addressing nobody. Just know that. We don't. We just never did. You know what I'm saying? But for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just letting y'all know how much y'all mean to us, if that makes any sense. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You and I feel like if I have a personal conversation with you on the back end, I must felt some way about you because I could have hit the live button and blasted it. But for what? If I can talk to you on the back end and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Blah 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 blah. We and it's discussed. You get what I
Yep.
mean? However, you know what I'm saying? This just let me know how you've been feeling. You've been feeling like this.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And ain't no other way around it.
Especially if a person does one thing that may have been unfavorable to you, but you take that one thing and not only do you exaggerate it, but you try to act like that one thing describes all of your, thoughts and encounters with the person.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy.
I got a
Which
call, TC. Can you hold it down for
yes,
just a
yes.
second?
Okay, let me look at the comments because I wasn't looking at the comments. Sis Mel said it has happened to me several times. Oh, I can believe it, sis. And you said people won't even know about you and will say she thinks she better than somebody. I would proudly say I am, and thank you. You for the compliment, the F, or exaggerating a lie. Okay. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get checked on the lie that you exaggerated, but yeah, now we don't squash. You know, after you don't made a whole spectacle online and then it's addressed behind the scenes again, but now it's squashed. But you don't already put the bad energy out here. You get what I mean? Like, who does that? Like, who does that? A person who always been feeling that way, a person who been wanting to do that is how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And you can't make me feel any different. Because if you are such this business professional, business, got my business owner, and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I'm making the six figures, and I'm driving this and I'm driving that, and I got this guy and I got this girl or whoever, it would be no need for you to come on here and floss and flodge to me about what you're doing in your personal life. Let me just say that. The stuff that I share is the stuff that I share because I'm just a transparent person. I don't have shit to hide. So I'm not gonna be on here flogging and flexing for people I don't damn know. I'm just not gonna do that. I don't give a damn how many subscribers we have. I'm not gonna be on here faking the funk, faking it till I'm making it. Like, nah. Because when I make
Right.
it, it's gonna be me for real. It ain't gonna be no pretend person making it because basically if you're flossing on here, you making it on a fake you. You ain't real. That's how I'm looking
Yep.
at it.
And let's just say this. You gotta some of us, we looking for your words to match your lituation. People get on here and soon do they forget, the stories they tell, on their own lives and shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
you can't use shit to floss with me if it didn't help you floss in your own life. You know what I'm saying? And that's just period. You can't one up nobody with some shit that didn't even help you.
Right, right.
That shit should have helped you first.
And,
The fuck? Where's the evidence of this? Like,
right,
you got to
exactly.
show me better than you can tell me. That's just like somebody saying, well, I can do this, I can do that, but it ain't no proof of you ever having done this for nobody before, not even in an inkling.
Exactly.
Not to be showboating and acting like this your thing. This is, how you move, and like you the business, you the clout, this, that, and the third. Like, come on, man. I'm sick of the fake shit that goes on around this here internet. I don't like it. And
Exactly.
I don't like
Yeah.
false narratives. I don't like the capping on people's character and shit. Like, hell no. Now you out here volunteering to try to make somebody look bad for who? For what? You
Yeah.
making you and your audience look stupid.
Yeah. Really. Really you are. You know what I'm saying? And it just and it behooves me on the people who would latch on to
Mhm.
certain situation. Why are you even latching on? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta sweep around your door first. You got to sweep
Come
around
on.
your door first. You know what I mean? While you trying to latch on to somebody else's story. Let me just say that. Handle your own story first. Handle your own situations first.
Yes.
Then you can come holler at me. Once you handle your situations with whoever you got a situation with first, then come holler at me.
Hey, keeping it real. We love you. We love you
Hey,
too,
keeping it
baby.
real. What's going on? I just don't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy. You know what I mean? And everybody, they talk about accountability.
Come on.
First, ask yourself, have you been accountable?
Come on. Come
Have you
on
been
now on a
on here?
Sunday.
Have you been on here lying to people for self gratification? Or did you take accountability
Ooh.
for the way you moved?
Ooh.
That's all
Somebody had to say it.
I mean, I'm just
Somebody
saying.
had to say it. I'm tired of having to say shit around here. Somebody had to help me out on this Sunday. Goodness, what is it with these folks and this taking accountability? Like, baby,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
always being told about the people who take the most accountability, and it's
Accountability.
always being said from the ones that take the least. Come through.
Yes. And that is so accurate on here, which further lets you know, once again, a person's mindset. My thing is, you can't make me take accountability and you're not taking accountability, because at this point, I'm already going to see that your character is flawed. You feel me?
Yes.
So I just don't even, you know what I'm saying? Okay, now I need to move a certain type of way. You know what I mean? I just need to move away from that type of way. Because if I have to take accountability, I need you to take full accountability as well
Yep.
on the way you
Yep.
moving. And why you moving the way that you're moving. You get what I mean?
Period.
Like, why you moving the way that you're moving? Just say what it is. Why you scared to say what it is? Why you moving the way that you're moving? And then if
That
you
part.
really don't know my character, even if you don't met me, if you still really don't know my character, for you to be on here lying about my character,
Come
for you
on.
to even say something. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with it.
And let's not forget, people will want to slaughter your character and get mad that, hey, listen, I can't stop you from lying on my character, but I can damn show correct what you're lying about
About
over here
right.
about my character. People get mad because they want to set narratives and make you look a certain way, and get mad when that be unproven shit.
Exactly. Cause show me the proof. You know what I'm saying? Show me the proof on the character that you're trying to say that I am.
Right, because I can
I have
damn
yet
show
to
you
see
the
that.
proof of the opposite.
Exactly. And that is my thing. Exactly. Show it to me. Show me where you say what my character is. You know what I'm saying? And okay, I'll address it accordingly. But if you're not showing me nothing and you just assuming shit, you making an ass out of yourself for real. Like for real you are.
Exactly. Key words you said. You basing your thoughts off assumptions. What you assume somebody ain't give a fuck about. What you assume somebody had time for. What you assume somebody knew. That's what a lot of people do. when just saying, hey, your feelings was your feelings because you chose to have those feelings without a conversation. And one thing I always love that Mama Three says is she always say that communication is everything, and people don't realize that communication is everything. We here now based on fucked up communications because someone was communicated to in the right way and chose to bring it to the internet like they weren't the one that they were the only one that moved wrong in the situation.
Exactly.
Twice.
Twice. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't play with it.
Yeah. They did. They
Don't
did
play
that.
with it.
They did just that. Yeah.
We
Yeah.
gonna
Braun
cut this
answer.
bullshit out. Motherfuckers want to talk about characters and shit on people, but hey, no, baby. I see. Break room don't go caring shit about your past. I will shit on you with the truth of yourself right here on today. I don't
With the
like
present.
liars.
With the
With the
presence. Right.
present. You gonna get up here
Right.
and be shitting on people when you the one that dropped the ball and did some snake shit twice, not once but twice.
Yeah. Yeah. And we'll keep doing the snake shit. That's my thing. We'll keep doing it. Keep doing it. Like,
And it's
for what?
always the ones that do the most snaking that complain about being snaked or some
Being
shit.
snake.
Like, what?
Do you feel me? It be the ones who really the snakes who out here talking about being snake.
I'm
Make
like,
that make
what?
sense. Make
Who
that
did
make
it to
sense.
you? Because I sure wasn't there.
Right.
Said, uh-uh.
Yeah, like, yeah, go, get up out your feelings, you know what I'm saying? Is all I'm saying. And if you was a real woman, then sometimes, you know what I'm saying, if you claim you have the respect or whatever, you know what I'm saying, then shoot, sometimes I might have to get checked sometime. And hell, me and you don't have conversations to where you don't have to check me a couple times, but I ain't run to the lie and say, yeah, her
Right.
ass check me. Sometimes if I value what you saying and I value your opinion, then ain't nothing wrong with being checked. We all get checked sometimes. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's my thing. You know what I mean? But it's killing me for people to be on here talking about what they got, what they can achieve, who they got in their corner, and what they got and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But your character don't even show none of that. None of that.
Mm-hmm.
And it proves it every time you hit the live button and lie. That's all I can say,
Yep.
because it don't be the truth. It be a lie, you
Yep.
know? So,
And
you
even
know,
worse, when the person who coming out here doing the line are already been caught way, way back when. And it's like, you done did some questionable shit
yeah,
more than once.
more than once.
Like sometimes people gotta pick their damn battles. Sometimes you should people gotta learn when to sit shit out. Cause when you done dropped the ball and fucked it up on several occasions, come on now, you can't show me the way. You can't show me the way when you done got lost going to the same direction multiple times. I'm sorry, I get there another kind of way. I can't
Or
go
or
through the same. Listen,
or
going through
this.
the same obstacles that you had that you couldn't overcome the last time. But you want to go in the
Exactly.
same direction, fighting the same obstacles to get nowhere fast. No. What you say,
Exactly.
cousin?
No, that's basically you said it. You know what I'm saying? You said it. And it's like, and the way that you move, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like, even with the eye raised, you get what I'm saying? Because you came out here on some shit earlier. Let's just say you came out here on some shit earlier, and with the eye raised, we still said, well, you know what? Maybe she put it out here for a reason, or maybe they put it out here for a reason. So let me give that person a chance. And then it'd be like us, the one holding the bad ball, because we gave you a chance when we seen you in the first place. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? We give you wiggle room. You know what I'm saying? We give you wiggle room. You know what I'm saying? As
Mm-hmm.
person, as people. Real people do that. You know what I'm saying? They don't take what you've done previously and be like, oh, okay, blah, 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 blah. But some people just horn on a one thing that they feel or assume that you are, and horn in
Mm-hmm.
on that because they really don't have nothing else to say, or they really can't say they don't like you. They don't
And
really say it.
baby, in one situation, if you be good to people or show a person, no harm, no foul, and it takes one misunderstanding or assumption to make you a whole nother way in that person's eyes, listen, you wasn't for that person in the first place.
Exactly.
Some people are better at faking it than others. A lot of people get confused by, I thought this because of that, and I thought that because of that. Well, fuck what you thought is what you know.
Is what you know and what you can prove. How about that? Prove it.
Period.
Just prove it.
Why speak on it with no receipts? Period. And that's what baby, and nobody will ever get away with that. Like, I have receipts on plenty of shit and not have to show it because why? Let me tell you why people don't ask me for receipts except ops. Because baby, now you got people who rock with people who request receipts because motherfuckers be doing the most. And people be doctoring on shit. People be doing a lot of stuff and lying. So a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
are requested for you can't just say it. You gotta have a receipt. Do you know that when I say some shit, people don't be asking me for shit except motherfuckers that already hate me or whatever. But my history precedes me. And make that make sense. My
Exactly.
history actually paved the way for me that I have never said no shit that was lies or none of that. Definitely no intentional, nothing that I ain't came and corrected. But because I've learned by the one time or this, I've been in a saga plenty of times where somebody might say something and you trust on their word, so you repeat it, but they might have had something wrong. Ain't none of us perfect. But when you
Exactly.
say shit and you standing on it, you not correcting yourself, you not correcting your audience, your crowd, all of that shit. You just want people to believe lies and all that shit. You's a fucked up individual, man.
Exactly.
I like, but my history speaks for itself. Ain't nobody could ever caught me out here speaking about no back ends unless you bring the back end up
It
and you
up.
lie. If you
Yeah.
bring it up, then hey, I'm not about to let you cap on me, but
Right.
I don't be up here showing documents and backgrounds and nothing else to nobody's. Why? Because if I speak on it, I'm not gonna speak on nothing that you can't go see yourself the same way. If I found it or discovered this or that and the third, hey, I can talk to you about it all I want to, but I don't really cross no lines of showing people's personal stuff and because I'm so mad at somebody telling the truth, and I can't handle it. So I'm out here trying to do the most of folks and shit. No. Now I may
Right.
talk about your ass and the truth side, no. But yeah, you if I say it, you ain't nobody ever debunked shit that I've said out here. Period.
Exactly. Exactly.
Nothing.
Exactly.
If
Exactly.
if anything, break room gonna have you explain the shit out this motherfucker. You heard me. I'm gonna
Exactly.
have you explaining and confirming your damn self. I don't believe in lying on people. Even if I get a part of something wrong or incorrect or whatever, but you ain't about to have me, and I will go and tell my crowd, well, this was right, but maybe not that. But until you show me where I'm wrong, then
Right.
I'm right.
Right.
I'm
Show me
right
where
till
I'm
I'm
wrong.
proven wrong.
Right. Show me where I was wrong. Show me. Show me.
That's
You know what I'm
weird
saying?
shit.
And then my thing is, if you wanted to have a conversation on the front end, invite me to it. Invite me
Come
to
on.
it. You
Come
know what
on.
I'm saying? Because it's gonna be your opinion against my opinion. How about that? You get what I'm saying? It's
Yep.
gonna be my opinion against your opinion. So
Yep.
invite me to it. Invite me to why you have this selective outrage. Why you being
Yep.
selective with your outrage? Invite me to it. If you really addressing me, if you subbing me, whatever, invite me to it so I can address it.
And before you invite somebody, ask yourself, are you going to be able to handle somebody having a conversation with you where they may use nothing but facts to prove something, are you going to be able to handle it if your case is proven wrong?
Exactly.
Or is that where we go get hyped up, cussing, fussing, and doing all this deflection shit to get out of the fact that we dropped the ball and we wrong? Make sure you know if you do invite a conversation, can you handle when you're proven full of shit?
Exactly.
Or is that when more doxing? Is that when more little bullshit? Is that when people want to press charges? Or what is it?
It's when people want to call you out your name and all kind of stuff because they
Yeah.
can't handle the truth. You can't handle the
Mm-hmm.
truth, and that's just is what it
Mm-hmm.
is. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference in you handling the truth and being respectable about it, or handling my opinion and being respectable about it. That would
Right.
further let me know your mindset and your character. You get what I'm saying? If I can't have a conversation with you without you going low about you know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah.
that means I don't need to be talking to you anyway. That's why I
Yeah.
don't give half these motherfuckers none of my time. Because we couldn't have no conversation. We couldn't even sit in the same room. I'm just letting you know. You
Period.
ain't even up to, you ain't on me. You ain't with me. You know what I'm saying? You somewhere else, but you ain't with me. You get what I mean? Like, cause I wouldn't handle myself to where I was calling you out your name because I couldn't handle a conversation. That's what
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. You know, and if I feel like I'm taking something that you're saying wrong, I know how to ask you. So are you such and such, such and such? So are you really saying that? I wouldn't have made a spectacle out of it though. I was
Mm-hmm.
just like, well, you know what? Them are your feelings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're not valid, but that's not what I meant. You get what I mean? That's how you handle conversations. But a lot of these motherfuckers don't know how to have them. So that's what they do.
Right.
That's why they so quick to tap the live button.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's just it. You know?
Put a or people that want to add other people in shit like and fuck them other bitches too. Well, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that?
And that's my thing. If I ain't called you out your name, why you calling me out my name?
If I ain't in your shit, why you trying to put people in your shit? Who the fuck is them
Exactly.
other bitches? Cause you
Exactly. Your
addressed
problem ain't with
subliminally.
me. Right. Your
Right.
problem ain't with me.
But nah, you trying to sound like the rest of these bitches out here. And now you trying to act like you want to smoke with all bitches.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is them bitches? Cause it be these motherfuckers that you ain't even called out their name. You ain't even really gave no smoke to that want to sit here and motherfucking be saying shit like that. This lady
Yeah.
was telling a whole story and then decided, let me not get off this live without making sure I stay a little sprinkle on the other ones too. Cause I need a little few more amens. Who the fuck is them other ones you speaking of, baby?
Exactly.
For
Exactly.
real.
Because I didn't get the attention from you. You get what I'm saying? Like
Right.
because you didn't give me the attention that I needed and I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm mad at you. Like territorial type bitches. You get what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like my thing is I don't have to answer to you. I don't. You know what I mean? I don't have to answer to you. But if I'm respecting you, I deserve it. You know what I'm saying? If you're not giving it to me, then you get no smoke from me. You get nothing from me at all. You don't get it. I don't give it to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for it. To tell you the truth, like I don't have time to go as low as you want to go. I don't. I got too much of my life going on, and people who carry themselves that way is self-explanatory. We don't have to be out here on the bobo. You know what I'm saying? Call me messy, call me whatever you want to, but you'll never see me on the streets doing half of what these motherfuckers doing today.
Period, Pooh. Period. And
Yeah.
don't come talking shit with a huff and a puff, but can't say it with your chest. I'm not one of those people that like doing lives without names. I don't like my crowd wondering, but today I had to leave my crowd all in array because this motherfucker want to come on a live and have her crowd all in array.
Yeah.
Now everybody out here fucking confused. You want to know why? That this was an example of what should be on the back. What's back end business should stay on the back end. Because when you go bring it to the front end, but you're not even ready to fucking really stamp put no grease on it before you fry it. Then
Right.
everybody out here fucking confused about why you even come out here with the shit you came out with in the first place.
In
Because
the
what did
first
your
place.
crowd get out of it except being confused? What did my crowd get out of it except being confused?
Not only not being confused, like you said, the ones who got the disdain for someone, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping it's about them. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah,
the
out
assumption.
there. Yes, yes. Fucking
So
hoping and acting like people don't see that shit. Acting like people don't see that shit. I am like over it. Over there, literally. I'm like, how stupid can so-called smart motherfuckers be?
yeah,
That you won't, that you will not have understanding before you start calling each people liars and shit. Who's lying? Put a name on it. You can't because you don't know what the fuck going on, dummy.
yeah. And let's just be clear. Let's just be clear about running in the same circles. If we met in the same circle, you better trust that we not in the same circle. How about that? If
Period.
we met in the same circle because we met a lot of people in this drama field situation that's going on, trust me, you don't run in my circle, not my personal
Period.
circle. You ain't gonna never run in that personal circle. Yeah,
Hey,
you can run in this
met
circle.
and kept, met and kept is two different things.
You get what I'm saying? And that's why I'm coming. That's where I'm coming with at it. You know what I'm saying? So never put a stigma on somebody. You know what I'm saying? That you don't want on yourself. You don't want that stigma. You know what I'm saying? I seen what happened to you when it did happen. You get what I mean? Because it can be called out, is what I'm saying. But why? Why even give you that energy? Is my thing. Like I don't really just have the time. So yeah, because we
Yeah.
met in the same circle, don't mean we going to the same places. Let me just say that we're not.
Yes. Yes.
We not.
Yes.
We not.
Baby. Sometime if you're anything like me, baby, listen, sometimes you got to lead a whole damn circle, not a person in a circle. Sometimes you gotta lead a whole damn circle
Exactly.
and begin a new formation, baby. A
Exactly.
motherfucker like me, I ain't sitting in no circles. I ain't sitting in those circles in the first place. I'm sitting in all kind of shapes that can't be penetrated. Some days I wake up and sit in a star as the star that I am in my life.
And then this my thing too, cause let's just say, and I'm gonna use us because we up here on the panel. Just say once again, we on a conversation, and we tight. So you know what I'm saying. Just say for instance, we wasn't that tight, and you check me about something on the back end, right? You got what you
Mhm.
needed to get out. You know what I'm saying. I might misunderstood what you said, so I felt away, right? But
Right.
you felt like I got everything out. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have nothing. I addressed, cousin the way that I wanted to address her. So I'm not losing no sleep.
Yes.
In order for
And
me to lose sleep and still think about it, and the next day I'm coming out on it, really lets me know how you felt about me in the first place.
yes.
That just let me
Yes.
know how you felt about me in the first place. Because if what I said or what you said didn't really hold that much weight and I was handling my business on the outside, it wouldn't even affected me to the point of me losing sleep coming the next day and hitting the live button.
Come through.
And that's just
Come
all.
through.
And that's just it. And that's my take on everything.
Yep. And it
Yeah.
also shows me how you move in real life, you know? It's how you move in
Exactly.
real life.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I wouldn't want to work with nobody like that on front end, back ends, or no ends. It's
Yeah.
a lot of people I wouldn't want to do no type of dealings with if that's how you move. You know, it ain't even
Exactly.
nobody to be showing the shit that you trying to do shit for show folk. You understand? And listen, baby. Ain't nobody with that goofy shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Mel said, I like when that mask get uncovered. I say, thank you, Lord. You get what I'm saying? Before I make my mistake in business. Before I make my mistake in business, thank you for revealing it. Because if you're not who you say you are, the mask gonna come off. Point blank, period. Whether you want it to slide or not, you put too much grease on your face. It's
Yeah.
sliding. It's sliding now. Okay, I get
Yeah.
you. I get you. And I'm gonna leave you right there where you at. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, clout chaser. You know,
Mm-hmm.
get all what you need. You know what I'm
Kick
saying?
me
But
ass.
just know I ain't finna roll with you. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. And ain't nothing you can say or do that's gonna convince me otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Once I see it, ain't nothing you can do no more that's gonna show me that I need to be changing my mind back.
Right.
And that's just it.
Cousin, I don't know if you see the link, but you already know you welcome up. Cousin Mina, if you'd like to kick it, you are more than welcome. If you got some intake on liars and cappers, which is the subject of today, lying ass cappers is what I'm talking about on today. So if you got anything you want to bring to the table, you are welcome to do so. Hey, cousin.
Hey y'all, I'm not sure if you can hear me because I am working. You may hear some
I,
games going on behind me, but let me just say this to add. I'm pretty sure my sis has probably spoken some of my sentiments because we seem to agree in a lot of areas of train of thought. But at the end of the day, people show who they are.
and
You don't
by the
have to
way,
do
we hear
anything.
you very clearly too, Mina.
Okay,
You're very
good.
clear.
Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. So, people would show their hand. People would show who they are with just allowing time to take its course. You don't have to do anything. As far as myself, if I address someone on the back end, that means I addressed you. I don't need validation from nobody. And I've said this 1,000 times, probably at this point. I don't need validation from nobody on here. So to come
I'm
to the
through.
internet, for somebody to get on your cheerleading squad to validate your emotional rant is crazy work. And that's
Yeah.
a you problem. That's a you
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Because anything I got to say to anybody, and that goes from exes, ex bitch friends, to people who I have addressed them on their phone line, like they got my phone line. I left it there. I said it to you there. I really don't have to say nothing to nobody on this here internet.
Mm-hmm.
If I could say it to your face, or if I could pick up the phone and call you, then we don't have to agree. We can agree to disagree, and if and most likely we did move on with peace, let it be peace. So
Come
Right.
on.
to create this crazy story to get people mind spinning, like I said, people come on here and start manipulating the minds of their audiences with bullshit, unnecessary bullshit, because they're clout chasing. Again,
Yeah.
needing validation, people needing friends. It seemed like
Mm-hmm.
no friends. Any friends I got, I already had. Anybody that's my friend is really like my family. I'm not looking for
Exactly.
nothing. I ain't looking for no more. So, that's not a me problem. That's a you problem. And
Yep.
honestly,
Yeah.
the only reason I'm even speaking on any of this right now is because, cousin hit the live. Because I don't care to give you air. Nobody
Right.
on the internet is worth that for me. Like, you're really not worth my energy, period.
Yep.
And
Right.
it's crazy to see people to even say that they let somebody affect them. Like you said, sis, and they went to sleep and they woke up and you wake up angry, ugly and angry. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Because I
Not
slept
ugly and
good
angry.
every, like I
Double for
sleep
your
good every night.
trouble.
Yeah,
Damn.
That mean, Lord, the way my mind works, especially if you got something in the bed with you, that means you ain't getting none, or either it wasn't working right. Because who wakes up like that? That's all I'm saying. Why do you wake up like that, angry? That's something that ain't even nothing. Like it
Exactly.
really ain't even nothing. We locked in over here,
Right.
whatever I do. Let's just be clear. Whatever I do off this internet, I'm solid with that. The people I'm
Right.
not solid with, I'm not solid with you. And it's okay. And if you think I'm better than you, then I probably am. Because that's your
Woo.
thought. I never came to this internet and told nobody I'm better than nobody. But I definitely could say some shit to let you know that you're not.
Woo.
And I'm just gonna leave that there because I really need to get back to work. Hold on,
Have a
hold on,
good
Listen.
hold
day,
on.
Sissy.
I need to jump off, y'all.
All right.
Love
Okay.
y'all.
Thank you. Love you, baby.
All right, later.
Later. Shout out to cousin, man. I couldn't have said it no better, you know. I couldn't have said it no better than my cousin said, you know.
You feel me? Like,
I
child,
really could.
please.
I
Like, I don't
really could.
understand what these people get. You know what I'm saying? What y'all winning at the end of at the end of the race? What are y'all winning?
Hey, Tommy, baby, love you.
Hey, Tommy.
Right.
What's going, my boo
What are you
thing?
winning?
Yeah,
All you winning is an audience that appreciate lies, baby. That's all I
yeah,
see. I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm calling it how I see it. If you sit here and you accept lies without explanation, you are not the kind of person I would even want in my circle because it means that anybody could lie on me to you. And you gonna go with
Exactly.
it because it's a good story. I don't want
Right.
that kind of people around me, baby. If you can be easily manipulated or go along and get along, you not my type of crowd, sugar.
Exactly.
You're
Exactly.
not like, come on, let's get real here. Out here ain't no need to be capping for and capping for nothing on top of capping. Like you're not even capping for something.
No, you really don't have no reason to be capping. Actually,
I
you
can't
just want to.
stand no I just can't stand it, man.
Yeah, it's aggravating. At some point, it does become aggravating. Let me just say that it does. Because my thing is, if I ain't really said nothing to you, you know what I'm saying, and I already addressed you on the back end, like I say, if I got your information and I can talk to you on the back end about it, because it really ain't that serious for me to be going on the front end or hitting the live button. If I feel like I've already developed some type of relationship with you where I can come to the back end and address you, why would I come to the front end with it? If I'm a
Yeah.
woman, if I'm a woman first, you know what I'm saying? And I know how to handle my business first.
Come on.
You get what I'm saying? So I hear a lot of people saying that this is their business. Well, y'all not handling this shit as business.
Come on.
That's all I'm saying. Y'all not handling this shit as business. If this supposed to be y'all business, y'all not handling it as such. So I can't even take you serious.
Right. Ain't even handling it as such. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Mm-mm. Baby. And
yeah,
that's just it. That's all. And also, let's not to mention even worse when some shit ain't uh YouTube business. This shit back in your business, man. This shit is
yeah,
real life business. So it's
yeah.
even worse. Who cares if you out here fucking around on YouTube? You ain't got to take your YouTube shit seriously if you want, but you talking about some real life shit right now.
Exactly, exactly.
You know,
But you bringing it.
you
But you
are
bringing it
playing
to
in
yeah,
real territory.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But you bringing it to the front. And they don't have nothing to do with your business on YouTube. Let's just be clear.
None.
So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. We good. We good, and we ain't got to
Mhm.
discuss it no more, no further. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna give it no that much light.
Nope.
Just
And
get your,
I'm gonna
take your
say
shine.
you really kind of you kind of made yourself look like kind of bad when it comes to business because you showed that you would take you know business that's meant for the real life and you bringing it to a platform where it's not even for.
Exactly.
That's just weird all the way around.
Yeah, yeah,
Why you here with it for if not to get clout off of it? Attempt. What?
exactly. What I mean, what's your point? What was your point of even doing it? You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's when I started to think that your intentions wasn't valid in the beginning.
Yep.
Your intentions, yeah, your
Sneaking
intentions with me
against you.
wasn't a valid in the beginning. So why should I give you any light now?
Yeah.
So yeah, people just need to start, you know what I'm saying, being who you are for real. You know what I'm saying? Being who you are
Now,
for
let
real.
me give your ass some light, cause I am a content creator that speaks on cappers and bullshitters. Now, and that's what I bring light to. That's what I cover over here. Cappers and bullshitters.
Right. But you know, the ones who be capping ain't gonna see they cap. They'll think you capping. They'll think you capping because they want their points to be valid. You know what I mean? And that's bad too. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking it for what it is, you know what I'm saying? You a capper. Just say you a capper. I don't mind flexing and flogging online. And you just never know. You probably still get the same type of love if you just be who the fuck you are.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Just
saying?
be who you are,
Because
baby.
once a person figure you out and see who you are, and then they really know the you, now you ashamed because the real you came out. If that makes any sense.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Makes perfect sense.
Yep.
They get
So
mad when the real them comes outside.
you get what I'm saying? So you know you can't really, at this point, you know what I'm saying? Just stop it. Just stop it. You know what I'm saying? And
Okay,
continue on with
Tommy,
your
I
day.
spoke about that too, Tommy. I spoke about quite a few cappers and bullshitters today. Because I'm not the content creator that I just don't give a fuck, you know? Over here, like, no, I give a fuck. That's why I speak about it. So therefore, can't nobody say they don't know. You feel me, Tommy? People can't say what they don't know when you tell them the truth about cats and dogs. At this point, you choosing not to know what you know.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Or you choosing to be on what you being on. And
Yeah,
that's totally fine. Be on what you want. But just keep me out of the equation. Cause I'm not on what you on. Let's just keep it real.
right.
I'm not on what you on. You know what I'm saying? You can't be
Period.
mad at me because I'm not on what you on. I see that too. You mad because I ain't on the shit you on? Nah. I ain't
Right.
gonna never be mad that you ain't on the shit I'm on. I wouldn't even give a damn.
Period.
So basically
Period.
my presence just bothers you. Let me just say that. My presence bothers you.
It's a lot of that.
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah.
it is a
Like
lot of
go
that.
ahead. Just go ahead and have it. Go ahead and have it. You know what I'm saying? But you can't keep faking it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? That faking it till you make it, that shit don't last always either.
Nope. Nope.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
eventually you gotta pay the piper, man.
Exactly.
Eventually you gotta pay the piper.
Exactly. So
I'd rather just take the proper steps than gotta pretend and do twice as much work. You twice as behind when you skip the work and you don't get it out the mud. You're gonna have to, you know.
exactly.
And
But
the
if
hammer
you
hawk keep it real with their sales. Right. Shout out to me. I done had to speak on all of them today because they so full of shit and they be worried about the wrong shit. Bitches be
yeah,
over there pressed, Ty. They be over there pressed.
for
And
what?
what bothers them is when pressed bitches can't press a bitch.
Right. They want you to be pressed because they press. Cause let me let you know,
Right.
so y'all can keep this in y'all memoir. I'm not losing sleep over none of you motherfuckers. Let me just say that. At all.
Period.
None.
Period.
None. I'm not. Not me. I'm not gonna lose no sleep over it. I see it for what it is and I keep it a moving. But I ain't finna lose no
Exactly.
sleep. I ain't finna stress about it. I ain't finna do none of that. Y'all ain't no, no, no,
Mm-mm.
no, nope. So
No, ma'am. That ain't what we do around here.
not around
I
these
don't
parts.
I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell these people around here. Like, child, I'm so sorry. I wasn't raised to come on the internet and be doing all this shit y'all doing. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. And y'all get mad because, like, for real, if you really think you better than somebody or you think you whatever, like, let it show.
Right.
Let it show. If you really making moves, let it show. Stop talking my damn head off. Whatever it is you want to do, you gon' do it. You can do it. Shut the
And
fuck
this
up.
is my thing, you know. Now I know as super fans, we never really discuss what we do. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we'll just post a video and you could just see basically what we do, right? We ain't never coming out here boasting and bragging on what we doing and this, that, and the other. We'll just be like, you know, we'll just let them see what we doing. A person that has to keep constantly telling you what they doing or what they about, they ain't on it. I'm just letting
Yeah.
you. A person that constantly, instead of you showing me what you about, you telling me what you about, you ain't really on it. You're not. You're not.
Nope.
You got
You're
to keep.
not.
Yeah, if you got to constantly keep telling me what you about or what you got and all this stuff, yeah. That's for the birds. That's for the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, a person can never tell me they make six figures, but you know, they make six figures. But the way you coming out here ain't showing that. Ain't showing
Period.
ain't showing that. Your attitude ain't showing it. The way you acting ain't showing it. Your character ain't even showing it. I'm just saying that. I ain't
Come
even
on.
talking about the way you living. I'm talking about your character. Your character ain't showing me you making six.
Uh-huh.
You a businesswoman,
So ain't.
but you always out here on that bobo. You not a businesswoman. You not. You not showing me. I would never want to do business with you. Let's just keep it real. Nope. Mm-mm.
Right.
Mm-mm. You know what I'm saying? Like cloud chasing is at its all time high in this saga. That's what I see. That's what I
Yup.
see. You know,
Uh,
and and the ones who out here on the cloud chasing, you know what I'm saying, who need the validation from the people, you know what I'm saying? Have at it. That's all I can say. Have at it.
Period.
But you're not finna get me out here on that. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am and I know what I stand for. I don't really have to prove nothing. My work gonna speak for itself. My
My
work gonna
thing
speak
is
for
too.
itself.
It tells me a lot. The people that people are searching for validation from is crazy work to me.
Yeah,
Like people ain't even trying to, get aligned with people that can even show them something, teach them something, tell them something. People run around here wanting to be aligned with cappers, just like them.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because of what they display out here on this internet. Like this some real
Yeah.
shit. Like this some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, please, please. Yeah,
Right.
because when you hit the off button, how's your real life? Are you making moves in your real
Right.
life? Once you hit the off button, are you making moves in your real life? You know what I'm saying? What you doing? What you doing for real? Let's just keep it a buck.
Keep it a thou wow, baby.
Right,
What
right,
what moves are you making in the real world?
right,
Are you making a difference?
right, right. Ain't no way in the hell. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way in the hell you making moves like you making and you got the connection that you making and you out here looking like a donkey. Nah,
Period.
nah. Ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way. Ain't no way you say you making six figures, but your appearance don't show that. Ain't no way.
Woo. Ooh.
Ain't no way.
Where Jay, where Jay at with the oh my God?
Like your teams ain't
Yeah.
even showing it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's been proven. It's been proven several times. You know what I'm saying? So like some people just need to, pick your battles. Pick your battles. You know what I'm saying? Pick your battles and who you really want to be. You know what I'm saying? And who you flexing for. That's what you need to ask yourself. Who am I flexing for real?
Right.
If these people don't genuinely like me for me, then you know what I'm saying? Who am I flexing for? Are the
Period.
people If the people I'm flexing for adding validation to my life? Are they really validating me in the way that I need them to validate me? Are they supporting me like I really need them to support me? You got to ask yourself all those questions.
Right.
I'm talking to the validation seekers, the ones who need that validation. I'm talking to y'all.
Right.
And that's it on that, cuz. And I'm finna jump back down and I am going to keep it a moving, but I'm going to be in the chat. Love you.
I love you and thank you, cuz.
No problem, baby.
Yes, 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 y'all. And to that note, thank y'all so much for this live. I don't know if I will be back or not later, but I'm gonna go ahead and end it here because I'm gonna finish up some of my housework. Do grown people weekend stuff. Uh, so I'm going to be getting my home together. And hope you all have a good day. I was over here cleaning out my refrigerator right now while we was on this live. But I was bent down, child. But anywho, shout out to everybody that sent supers. Thank you so much to Miss Annette, Miss Nisi, Miss Sonia, Miss Lynn, Miss Boss Lady Colette, Ashley D, Ashley D, Ashley D, Ashley D, Miss Carla, Ashley D, Miss Kimberly, Gloria, and Miss Sherry. Thank you so very much. I enjoyed this live. Shout out to Utah Meat. And yeah, y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Love you the long way.